We made it through a year.
Yes.
We made it through 2025.
You know, season 5 of that 2020 show, it's not that great.
it was kind of some bullshit.
No, straight up. It's getting a little old, so maybe season 6 will turn it around, or if we're really lucky, it'll get canceled and we can get a new show and call it like 2026.
I just need some new writers, new producers, new directors for this season for me.
It's gonna be a minute.
That's what we need.
But yeah, either way, we're still gonna be out here doing our thing. We've got conventions on the way. Even on a personal note, I know me and the homie Mace No Ken, friend of the show, we got some commentary gigs coming up. We maybe get to some videos. I know Toria's the weeb dealer, of course, always steals the show. Maybe some street survival. We'll see.
We'll see what we got this year.
Oh, yeah. Because I know we've got...
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, see? Look at that. Again, no, it's stealing the show again, man.
I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, you were. You dressed brightest out of everybody.
Tori always come with his drip. Like he came in like a subtle SpongeBob drip today.
You got the SpongeBob and the Patrick on, bro. I know what you're doing.
I was just trying to be bold and brash today.
But anywho, so tonight's our recap of 2025, all of our favorite moments, things that we enjoyed, things that we didn't enjoy, things that we're looking forward to for 2026. What's so funny?
So, I mean, me and Tori are both entering our soft boy and soft girl eras.
Y'all been saying that for like 4 years.
No. This year,
last year was practice.
2026, we for real this time.
Yeah, I'm going to drop 50 pounds.
I'm not going to say anything negative about One Piece at all this year.
And I won't listen to Beyonce. So
you don't ever listen to Beyonce. I didn't ask you to do that. I just want you to keep from the disparaging comments.
You know, I'm trying to maintain my...
Y'all are off to a great
Well, speaking of which, on Instagram, we have two-face artists ask a good question about New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. Rapid fire.
Who would like to begin? Okay, I guess I'll take that as my turn. Long story short, my New Year's resolution is 2 things. 1, which is to live my days off work as if I didn't have to go into work the next day. And then 2 is just to lower the barrier to action so I can just get more stuff done. So I can start living the life that I want, which includes you guys and you guys. So yeah, that's mine. Fairly uncomplicated. And of course, included in that, getting into shape, but I'm working on it.
Okay. Mine, personally, I feel like I want to be more selfish this year. You know, I love doing for others and all of that good stuff, but in doing so, I tend to neglect myself. So this year, I feel like I should be more selfish and, you know, focus on myself, focus on the things that I want to do and accomplish, whether it's mental health, physical health, all of the above, and especially content creating and perfecting my talents. So I want to do that. I want to do that this year. I want to make sure I am a better version of myself than I was last year. So
I like that.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, I think for me, I want to take my soft girl era very seriously this year. I want to definitely change the type of human I am becoming and become more of a peaceful, zen, more calm, less, dealing with, confrontations from Tori. I decided I'm not going to fall into those paths this year and just overall be a better human being.
In all seriousness, Asia, you and me need to talk and hang out more.
Let's do that. 2026, Joe.
Yeah.
And this is our year.
And I know that part of that also comes from me actually
leaving my room.
Yes, I know. Real talk, a couple of weeks ago, I was kind of laughing to myself because, and this is going to sound so fucked up, but if I drop dead, y'all ain't going to find out for a couple of days.
Joe, and that's honestly one of my biggest fears. That's honestly a big concern.
Because you're going to wait a while, and then when you don't hear Tekken in my room, you'll be like, it's been awful quiet for a couple of days.
No, at first I'm going to think like, oh, Joe's just doing his thing. That's like going to be the first week. And then the next week we'll be like, oh, he's just locked into a Tekken marathon.
Hey, Joe, you coming to the meeting?
Maybe that'll be the indicator. I show up, okay? I pull up for the meetings, all right? All right. Asia, anything else, or Dave is you?
Dave, you.
Yeah, real quick in the chat, we have some interesting comments on Instagram. By the way, if y'all are on Instagram, we appreciate y'all watching there, but if you want a little bit of better experience, YouTube is better, so link in bio for those on Instagram. But if you want to say that, that's cool too. Tori, a comment for you from Damon, Damon Man 33. Says, my favorite clips are when Tori puts y'all in your place about One Piece.
I appreciate
That's an interesting way to describe that. I hear preaching, I hear proselytization, I hear propaganda.
It's no propaganda.
I hear
Listen,
violent threats.
I always look at it like this, like,
see, here we go.
Anybody that doesn't watch One Piece, you can say what you want to say, but you can't preach or teach somebody that's already seen it. That's all. That's all. You know, that's just like me going to the doctor's office trying to tell the doctor, hey, I don't think you know what this health stuff is about. You know,
Now,
it's
Tori,
like that.
before we get, I don't want to get derailed here. By the way, the Anime Association on Instagram says Happy New Year.
Happy
New
New
Year.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, Tori, here's my one beef with you about this One Piece thing. I have no issue with One Piece. I may check it out fully. What I've seen, I liked. It is just a little long.
Yeah.
But you bring up quality. Take away numbers. Because you don't like when I bring up numbers.
No, One Piece is quality.
I'm not saying it's not, but when I bring up Attack on Titan quality and I bring facts to the table, such as my anime list, IMDb scores, all these other awards it's won, you just somehow it's one ear out the other. So explain yourself. How is it that you look at critic scores and et cetera, when it comes to One Piece and say, oh, this means everything, but then I bring it up about Attack on Titan, you're just like, oh, that means nothing. Please explain.
Listen, the proof is in the numbers. One Piece has been reigning supreme for years.
So, when Attack on Titan was out, it was running things too. Don't act like it wasn't.
And One Piece was still up there, though.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but don't act like One Piece was not out here flopping.
Also, watch out.
One Piece
Attack on Titan,
One Piece ain't never flopped.
Neither is Attack on Titan.
It's flopped.
Are you serious?
Did you see the ending of it? Terrible.
Have you? We ain't even seen the ending of One Piece, so we can't judge. We can't judge.
Hey, listen, but the
He
story,
may have said something.
he ain't said nothing.
Attack on Titan is a worldwide phenomenon. Don't act. Why are you acting like it's not?
Why is it not getting? Why is it still not at the top? Why is it?
It
not
is
getting
actually
praise?
go to my anime list today. It's actually
has it
ranked
been
in the top.
parade? Is it collaborating with the NBA?
So you see how we get into everything but quality. I bring up quality. I'm bringing up
quality
reviews.
It is so
Anime-
fucking
no,
funny.
it is, Joe.
because
Thank
it's-
you.
Wait a minute.
Y'all are literally the reverse of each
Because
other.
we
right
see the
now.
hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of this man.
Listen. I'm saying.
Let me give the audience some
if
context.
the quality is as you say,
It's not me saying that. Look, this is people have spoken.
they said the same thing about One Piece.
Yes, I'm not saying One Piece
I'm
is
one
bad.
thing about One Piece.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if you're going to hold One Piece as a high regard because of critical acclaim, you have to throw Attack on Titan.
At the end of the day, I'm
Attack on
saying
Titan
Attack
has
on
a-
Titan is not on the same level as One Piece.
Attack on Titan has some of the best episodes in all anime ranked. Like, we're talking about entire seasons where it's nothing below a 9. Like, the
Nah.
awards, the acclaim.
Listen, One Piece done won all those awards.
You see how you can't
no,
argue with
hold on.
somebody who will
Let me-
never admit. Tory will never admit when
Aren't
he's
you
wrong.
talking about your sophomore era?
I am. That's why I'm about to say.
Tory will
I
never.
don't like Attack on Titan. I
Okay,
watched it.
so say that person, but don't say the whole show is trash.
It
because-
is.
See?
It is.
And this
Okay,
is why
No,
you
this
can't.
is
No,
that
hold
One Piece
on.
glazing.
Yeah,
that
there we
you
go.
hate.
This is
I'm
why
not glazing.
this is
I'm
why
not
you get a bad
glazing.
rap for being a One Piece.
No,
I'm not
Tori,
glazing.
Sophomore era Asia.
Tori, no,
Listen.
here's what it is. It's like you refuse to acknowledge any other anime that's not One Piece.
No, I love
Life
all
and Reincarnated
anime
is
except
fun.
for Attack on Titan.
But
And
take
Death
yourself
Note.
I
out
thought
of
that's
it.
like really personal at this
Yes,
point.
take yourself out of it and just look at the facts objectively.
This is a personal.
My anime list, IGN, Metacritic, like you have things to point to say how people feel about it. The consensus is it's one of the best anime shows. Period. That's
I
just
want
facts.
to acknowledge this for the audience real
It's
quick.
no
Hold
big
on.
3 or big 5.
Dear- hold up.
Hold on, Big 3 is only shonen anyway, so we can't
And
even
Big
do
Three is
that.
honestly subjective on the person. Let's be honest.
No, listen. Here's the thing. People talk about how One Piece is too long and all that, but that should let you know how good it is. Because if a show is not good, it's not getting the rating, it's not getting the attention, then there's no point in keeping it going.
So Attack on Titan lasted when a lot of animes get canceled after 1 or 2 seasons, Attack on Titan finished everything they wanted to finish.
No.
It should have been finished. That should have been.
But then they started grabbing out the ass for money.
Some people argue that One Piece should have been finished, but they were grabbing out the ass for money, Tori.
No. Nobody said that but you. Listen.
Actually, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I remember all the One Piece fans saying, "Oh man, Oda's about to end. It's about to be over." That was 3 years ago.
They said he's done. He's done
Tori,
with the writing.
The issue is that you glaze One Piece
so hard,
but you diss other shows of quality.
Only shows that I diss is Attack on Titan.
That's called being a hater.
Not a hater.
No, the definition. You're next to Joe in the book.
Nah, I don't feel that.
Real talk, y'all. This is why this is so funny to me, because off stream, and Dave won't bring it up to save face of his GOAT, but Dave gets so triggered when anybody says anything negative about Drake.
That is true.
And then Dave starts pulling from he'll pull out a book with stats, numbers, documents, emails.
He has tabs at the ready just in case anybody has anything to say about any Drake topic.
You're not going to do that to my man.
But,
he really comes with facts.
No,
he's only coming with facts.
Listen, you're
compromised. I can't talk to you on this.
I'm not compromised.
Listen, even though Dave was a teacher, I feel like if he could, he would teach a class on Drake 101.
No, I would not.
He would not.
You did a video that you made me do a voiceover for.
I don't remember this thing that Joey's bringing up. We got to find this one, bro.
I know you want to find it. Long story short, what Drake is to Dave, One Piece is to Tori.
But here's the difference, though. The difference is this. I admit a couple things.
David can critique Drake.
Thank you.
Tori, you cannot critique One Piece.
I cannot.
No, David. No, Tori, you cannot. I have never ever heard you say any slander. You have never besmirched the name of One Piece.
Never in your life have you said anything about
it.
You were burned.
It's physically impossible. You get acid reflux when you try.
I have critiqued.
No, here's Tori's critique. Tori's critique is
it's not long enough.
It should have been longer. Oh, he should have given us a longer. The episode should have been 3 hours long.
Why is he taking a break?
No, hold on. Because Tori goes as far as saying.
First of all, I would never say that. I would never say, why is he taking a break? That is
you need
blasphemous.
Your fix, man.
Sorry.
That is crazy. No,
Tori,
I have always...
Are we not going to have adult conversations in 2026?
Listen, I am having...
Tori, I want an adult One Piece conversation from you this year.
You see how everybody is yelling and I'm using my inside voice? Tori, because I am in my soft voice.
Have you ever admitted you were wrong?
I will not be triggered by these plebeians.
Have you ever admitted you were wrong about a topic?
How you sound?
Tori will never admit he's wrong about a topic at all.
Listen, my only critique I have with One Piece is like some of the fights are drawn out. Like that is
some of the show is drawn out.
But
the
fights, the story is amazing. I love.
How come every meme of the video they say here's going to the bathroom in One Piece and it's literally 1 minute?
You ate that up. You ate that up, didn't you? You just love that. You said, I'm gonna save that, repost that. Like you was waiting on somebody. Anytime somebody has something negative to say about One Piece, he was like, they pull it. They go, oh yeah, I'm gonna save that. Let me keep that. Use that as ammo. Anytime somebody, that's the one thing about people who gripe with One Piece. Anytime someone has something negative, like someone has a like mindset. Let me save that and use that as ammo for the next time I have a One Piece argument. Oh, this person said the same thing, so it's got to be true.
And yet, the minute anybody says anything negative about One Piece, the swarm comes in like you poked a hornet's nest.
No, that's
at conventions, in comment sections.
No. Name one violent act that a One Piece.
We got to move on. Hold on. He's about to get us.
No, because that's a setup question right there.
And it's a setup to talk about One Piece for another.
With evidence. I can come with screenshots. Because
I've seen violent acts from Beyonce fans. I've seen violent acts from Drake fans.
You got to deflect.
I am not defending the Beehive right now. I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about Beyonce.
Why?
And
what's she got to do with One Piece?
That's your
what
fan
base.
Ever
had to do with
I'm with the One Piece fan base. You with the Beehive.
You know what happens, Tori?
And he's with the Cronies.
This is what happens, Tori. You get triggered, and your only defense now is to throw Beyonce in my face.
Listen,
I give a whole
You see how I'm dressed right now? I am dressed for comfort. Not. You
are dressed like two SpongeBob characters. Get out of my face with that.
I am dressed for comfort, not conflict. Okay.
I want to emphasize.
I'm just gonna let you know.
I went all throughout 2025 as much as Tekken 8 has gotten heat for its season 2, never once did I deflect and be like, man, that's why your shoes dusty. I never had to degrade anything completely separate and had nothing to do with it. I didn't have to go, man, well, that's why Alien Earth didn't have as strong as an ending as season 1. Like, I never had to do that.
Do you see how it's just like the smallest thing about One Piece, and for some reason my interests get dragged into it for no reason?
You're queen.
How do you think that
You're
Beyonce and Attack on Titan
That's
got
not my queen.
You're queen.
That's not my queen.
And you're king.
That's not his king either.
That is his king. You've seen his search history.
Y'all not gonna do mine.
My king is just...
Y'all not gonna do mine.
Moving on.
We got to move on. All right, so we're supposed to be talking about 2025. We're also going to look forward to 2026. So let's just start with 2025 movies.
Yeah.
Anybody?
David, you didn't say your goal for the year.
My goal?
Yeah, we all set our goals, and then
you started reading comments, and
Tori started getting into his feelings.
You know, we talk about One Piece. And stuff.
Tori gets in his feelings whenever One Piece comes out.
That's crazy. I won't be triggered.
No, it's all right. I'm not gonna feed on your sensitivity right now. Go ahead, David.
Go ahead, David. You have the floor.
I feel like the negative.
David has the floor, Tori.
2025 has just kept.
Tori, please. It's not about One Piece anymore. We're gonna give David the floor.
Tell us about your feelings and your life.
We want to know your goals, David.
Happy New Year's, everybody. All right, so goals. My goal is really just to be more consistent. I feel like I do a good job of a lot of different things, but I feel like I just want to do them more consistently. So I feel like, you know what, I work out pretty regular, but I feel like there's moments where I'll just will drop off and then I'll be off for 2 weeks and then I'll come back. I want to not do that as often this year, where I just stay more consistent. And same thing when it comes to staying on top of edits and things like that and everything. So my goal is just to stay more consistent at the things that I need to accomplish.
Does part of that come down to lowering the intensity of what you do to the point that it becomes easier to maintain?
That's honestly, real talk. That is honestly part of it, is making sure that what I am taking on is realistic versus doing 2 weeks of something crazy and then burning yourself out.
Yeah,
so
that's smart.
That's part of it too, is setting realistic goals so then you can be more consistent instead of too high and stuff.
There we go.
Yep. Cool.
See, that's how you live in your soft boy area. Anyways, moving on.
Okay. So movies, we wanted to talk about movies first. So what was, anybody have a favorite movie of 2025, or should I mention one and get a conversation going first?
Go ahead and mention one. Let's see where we go from there.
Okay. All right. So Avatar: Fire and Ash came out. Already on the way to $1 billion, despite what the haters were saying, et cetera, et cetera. Me and Asia have seen it. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but essentially it's just doing what Avatar has always done, which is people have doubt, box office numbers come out, those people go quiet, and then...
I can see why this appeals to you.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of what?
Avatar series.
Why don't you? What do you mean you're not a fan of the Avatar series?
I mean, it's the story. I don't like the storyline. The story.
Is it too simple?
No, because here's the thing. They just stole it from other things. It's like a mix between Pocahontas, Romeo and Juliet,
Dancing with Wolves.
Yeah, and then even with the recent one, they took inspiration from actual tribes and stuff like that, but then they gave them no credit. I did see some interviews where they was people from different tribes and stuff. They was making the comparison, this is this and this, and then just like with Black Panther. When they did take inspiration from the tribes and all that, they gave them credit. They said, "Yo, this is where we got this from." The Avatar people, they just did it. It's yeah, we did that. That's us. And I don't know. I can't get behind that. But the story is always not for me. The artwork is amazing. All that. It looks beautiful and all that. But
some would argue that the most of the work is put into the motion capture, CGI, and the beauty of it all. So having a more of a simplex storyline is kind of understandable because of all the work that goes into.
It's that's where more of the focus is.
Yeah, the biggest focus is the motion capture and the coolness of that.
What about those? I don't even know if James Cameron himself is trying to make the most profound movie from a writing standpoint.
It honestly could be hard to try to make it the most profound, complex story to understand when you've got so much going on cinematically.
Complex. I mean, you are with the artwork, it could just be original,
So Tori, here's my one question though. Don't you like certain projects? Don't you watch Solo Leveling? That's not for the story. That's for the what you say, the graphics and the anime, right? It's the
Well, I
same.
never
It's
said
so
that.
lovely and so dumb.
It's the fighting. And
Yeah, so
like,
that's the animation and stuff. So
Well-
you accept that, but you can't accept Avatar.
no.
Well, even on top of that, and look, at the end of the day, sometimes people are just inconsistent when it comes to things that they like and dislike. I know, funny coming from me, but the point too is like, it's like I was lost my point, but no, I'm with you on like the whole thing of like, well, you mentioned originality. That was the point I wanted to get at. Where we live in a world, and we've lived in this world for a long time, where pretty much every original idea has already been done anyway. But what we're looking for is for a unique spin on that classic idea. Like you can go back and look at something like Star Wars. All of its inspirations came from somewhere, but it was all put together in a way that felt unique. Or Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had his influences, James Brown, Jackie Wilson, Fred Astaire, et cetera, but the way he incorporated and then discarded what didn't fit for him.
He made it his own.
Yeah. So for you, it doesn't feel like Avatar crosses over that threshold where it's like, this isn't a ripoff. This is actually a clever take on what came before. Is that correct? Or
For me?
yeah.
No, I feel like, it's like, I can, like, when I'm watching it, I can see, okay, they got that from this, and this.
So its influences become distracting, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't say so much distracting. It just makes it feel like, okay, it doesn't feel authentic. It's the same, like the way I feel about that is the same way I feel about Aquaman 2. And
Okay.
watching Aquaman 2, I was like,
You braver than me because I couldn't bother watching.
look, I watched it, I was like, man, this is just water Black Panther. Like literally, if you watch it, and it was like, if you watch Aquaman 2, he's like, this is literally water Black Panther. Like it's like the same scenarios, same storyline, damn near feels the exact same. I was like, okay, that's like it kind of took away from it for me.
I feel you.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think that personally, critics and fans are a little bit too hard on Avatar. Personally, I don't think. To me, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. It's like Avatar. When you even think about like even the world of Avatar, like every plant you see is like original plants and stuff that they drew.
Like it doesn't feel earthly.
Yeah, it's like you're like, this is like Avatar movies are like witnessing just a whole new world, and like every single thing, every tree, every animal, et cetera, these are all these different stuff. So I just look at it from a different perspective. I'm not going to it for, deep story and everything. But
again, because that's where the focus is.
yeah, so I do think that they get a bad rep, but honestly, it's like kind of doesn't even matter to a certain degree. Not saying your opinion doesn't matter, by the way, Tori. I'm saying in general, because it's like these movies end up doing so well that enough people go see them that the haters' noise doesn't impact box office numbers. So it's like, we're getting Avatar 4, we're probably going to get Avatar 5, because we're already damn near, I think from what I saw, like they're already, 800 something million or something crazy. Some crazy number.
At this point, we might as well just see it through to the end, honestly.
How many more movies they got to go?
I got you.
I feel like 2 more.
Julian says,
Damn.
Tori, let me get those shoes.
I got you.
Don't try to steal his shoes now. Damn. I thought we were all friends here.
All right, so not to derail.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna throw a movie out there first from 2025. Again, if y'all are just tuning in, we are doing a recap of last year. So we're talking about 2025 movies. How do we feel about Fantastic Four looking back?
I mean, I feel about the same.
Hated it. Hated it.
I didn't hate it. It's just, it didn't wow me. There was definitely stuff I liked, but
the baby pissed you off.
I mean, that's just nothing new for me. Because
You mad at Franklin?
You mad at the baby, Joe. And Joe, just think about that for a second. You was pissed off at a baby for doing a baby thing, which is crying.
And he was pissed off at a dog and Superman for doing dog things.
Which is just being a fucking
Which
dog.
is so ironic coming from both of y'all, of all people. Dave, the little small animal hater. Both of y'all are some baby
haters. You're not alone because Urban Prince
3D.
says, I hate that baby. Listen, y'all, it's a child. It was supposed to cry. It was a baby. What did y'all expect for the baby to be seen and not heard?
Babies can sleep too. I'm just saying,
You expected the baby to sleep the whole movie?
it would have made the movie more
Okay,
tolerable.
I have a question for
But
Joe.
that's the least of my worries.
I have a
with the
question for
movie.
Joe.
Yeah, go for it.
Before we get everybody else's opinion on Fantastic Four. So you didn't enjoy the movie 100%.
What
But
does Joe enjoy?
Damn! Whoa! Now we getting somewhere.
I
Wait,
like K-pop Demon Hunters. That was a good one.
Oh, you gave us one thing from
Chainsaw
2025,
Man?
y'all.
He liked Chainsaw Man.
Okay, 2.
I would have liked to have seen Sinners. I just haven't seen it yet.
Happy New Year, Vince Arts.
You haven't seen Sinners?
I know.
So
Is it-
it's on. I think it's on Max, right, or
Well,
somewhere.
Hey,
Okay.
now that Welcome to Derry's over, now I have something that I can come home and watch on
There
Sunday.
you go.
So there we go.
So my question for you, Joe, is this before we get everybody else's opinion on Fantastic Four. How did you feel about Fantastic Four in terms of the positioning of the movie as far as just setting up for future MCU stuff? Because these movies are also,
Of course.
that too.
To me, this is kind of just my issue with like this phase of Marvel, where again you look back at like everything leading up to Infinity War and Endgame, and it's like there was a very clear, line of where things were going, and it did feel like every post-credit scene and every other plot point was leading up to that. Like, boom, here's Thanos. Boom, here's another Infinity Stone. Here's this other thing. Like, it was all heading towards that one clear direction. Everything else past that does still feel like it's scrambling a little bit. Like, where, and again, I hate to beat this dead horse, but if you look back at Eternals, where all of a sudden they introduced Thanos' brother, they introduced this sword from Blade, they introduced this thing. Then you go to another movie, they show Kane the Conqueror, and then they scrap that idea. Now we got Robert Downey Jr. back as Dr. Doom, and it's like it feels like they're just trying to grasp at a rope to swing from one tree to the next, and then their hands are slippery, and then they slip, and then they got to reach for another one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel a little disjointed?
Well,
anybody?
is that kind of what we got? Damn One Man on YouTube says that didn't like the boss fight in Fantastic Four. It felt like too much plot armor.
That part didn't really. I thought
Would you agree?
I mean, I didn't think the actual end of the movie was that bad. I get the theme about like the motherly love giving her the strength to fight off Galactus. I thought that was cool. I thought Galactus himself was pretty all right.
So you thought you think the boss fight was?
I thought it was all right.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Tori, let's go to you. What was your thoughts on Fantastic Four as we look back at 2025?
I mean, it had potential. I know when it came out, they were originally going to give Reed Richards the bigger role for Doomsday, but whatever happened after the movie came out, they minimized his role in Doomsday because of it. So,
what's up, Jacob Jones?
I feel like the movie it was cool. I liked it. It didn't like leave a huge impression on me, but I mean, I'm glad we got to introduce the new Fantastic Four for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that's good.
When you say it did leave a huge impression on you, I feel like that's just been kind of like the thing for Marvel movies as of late, since maybe Spider-Man not going home.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I still like the original Fantastic Four. It was more entertaining.
That's kind of bad that they couldn't surpass the 20-year-old movie, right?
It was a lot going on, and in this one they spent more time working in the lab and all this. They didn't really have too many quirky moments. It was more
they didn't have time to breathe.
It was a serious tone. It was all work and no play. Like the first one, there was a lot of play and work mixed in.
So where do you rank the new Fantastic Four movie before we get to Asia's mini review?
I mean, I'll give it a 7.5, 8.
7.5?
Yeah.
Wait, 8? But you say it wasn't that impactful.
Yeah.
That's kind of high for not impactful, don't you think?
I mean, it was. I said I still liked it
because it was still enjoyable, right?
Yeah, I still liked it. It just didn't.
Within that,
it didn't have the
range
entertainment qualities that the first one, the first Fantastic Four.
Got it. Okay, that's fair.
I remember specifically, Tori, you came at me a little bit for being too harsh because I didn't know all the lore about the Fantastic Four kid being stronger than
Franklin Richards
You did come in kind of harsh though with your review, Joe. Remember, you're like, I hated the costumes, I hated the baby, I hated the
pajamas. I guess all of that didn't amount to much now, did it?
You said you hated the retro futuristic look.
Yeah, you didn't like that either.
And I guess it didn't amount to much anyway because y'all ain't like the movie either. So you know what?
Wait,
go ahead.
I do. Listen,
what's your review?
I thought it was a really good I thought Fantastic Four was a really good starter film. If we're going to reboot this series and we're going to include it in the Doomsday movie, I thought they did a really good job with establishing who these people are, what their motivations are. Okay, and now there's a baby. We got to care about the baby too. I'm with Vince Arts. I thought Fantastic Four was solid. Could it have been better? Yes, it could have. But I think for what they gave us and for what they had been giving us prior to Fantastic Four, I think it was an improvement.
You said who?
Yeah.
Let me see who is it.
Just prior to Fantastic Four, we had Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
And a couple other things that didn't really take off. And I just thought Fantastic Four, in comparison to all of those, was just a breath of fresh air.
Damn one, man.
Comparatively.
But that's also kind of ties into what Marvin over here says. Shout outs to you. F4 was better than Superman, and I agree. I said so in my review.
We're comparing
before.
two different companies now, Fantastic Four versus DC now.
But the same thing between both the Superman comparison and the other MCU comparison is being a step up from your lower points is not as big of a win. But hey, to each their own. That's
okay.
Damn one, man. I'm definitely gonna say Luffy.
Wait, what was his question though?
He says who would win, Mr. Fantastic or Luffy? I'll let you know Luffy would win, hands down. Only because I've seen Mr. Fantastic die in multiple comic books. And
which one would find the One Piece faster?
That's the better question.
Okay. All right,
But
so
overall, yeah. What was your
overall number score? Can we put an age?
Overall a number score. I would say 7.58.
Okay. Did you give a number, Joe?
I mean, about that range, yeah.
7, 8. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good then, especially for you as a Marvel. You're not
as a Marvel hater.
You're not a Marvel head, like Derek.
No,
Tory,
call him what he is.
Like,
he's a Marvel hater.
Oh, damn.
Minus a few movies.
Okay.
he hasn't even seen Black Panther.
Yeah, low key.
I saw the second one and I like that more than a
can't
lot of
skip.
people.
And that's why I say minus a few movies. I give you some credit for the ones
How do
that
you
you do
watch the one with
appreciate.
Chadwick Boseman not even in it?
I think he should. They should have recast it.
That's crazy.
But
How you gonna say you like the second one and still ain't seen the first one? If you saw the first one, you'd be in tears right now.
or I'd be doing this every 12 minutes in the theater like my cousin did. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Dave, what was your thought?
For me, Fantastic Four, I feel for the most part like you guys. I feel like it was pretty good. It was decent. Like it was nothing that blew me away. Like I wasn't blown away like a Civil War, like a No Way Home, like a Black Panther one, like
Infinity War.
like a Ragnarok.
Which you can't expect.
I'm not even compared to Avengers movie, just a regular Ragnarok, even Iron Man 1. Just in general, like I'm thinking about these other movies and stuff, like Fantastic Four. I mean, not Fantastic Four, but Captain America, Winter Soldier. I'm comparing it to the other highs of Marvel. It's not as low as a Thor: Dark World or a what was the other trash one they did recently? The Thor movie. That was hot garbage.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Trash. Yeah, that one right there. It was better than that. Okay, but so it was like it lands right in the middle. It was probably better than.
And we're apparently getting a serious Thor back.
And when you think of it as like a starter movie, like to kind of relaunch, to relaunch the franchise,
pretty good origin movie. It was better than Captain America: Brand New World.
Yeah,
better than that.
The first one?
No. Wait, hold on. What was the one?
Both, but
what was the
Brave
one
New
called?
World,
Yeah, Brave New World with Sam Wilson,
Red Hulk, and all that.
Red
You
Hulk.
don't even remember the movie.
Oh, damn!
Too.
I honestly blacked that one out because I was very disappointed in that one.
We'll talk about that one next.
I honestly blacked that out.
But yes, so it was better than that. So it lands right in the middle, which in honesty...
Whoa, Clockwork Animal says Civil War wasn't good in my opinion.
Clockwork Animal, whoa.
Clockwork Animal.
Yeah, let's check the chat real quick. What else we got here?
Okay, Clockwork Animal says Civil War wasn't good, which you're allowed to have an opinion. It's wrong, but you're allowed to have that.
God, you sound like me right now.
100% a One Piece fan, but to say Luffy will win against a better and smarter version of himself is wild.
Mr. Fantastic is not a better version
I can't read it in
of
blue.
Luffy because Luffy has Gear 5, Toon Force, and I don't know if you've seen how big he can get, and it is towering over. He can make his fist bigger than Galactus.
I mean,
I don't think Mr. Fantastic almost got stretched out to shreds by Galactus.
Stretched out.
Yeah, he about straight. You saw the movie. He about straight.
I listened to that part.
I'm gonna need you to
And then, but in the comics, you put pause. But like I've seen multiple. Like I said, I've seen multiple comic books. There was even a comic book where Doc Connors ended up getting the symbiote, and he ended up biting Reed Richards' head off. Like it was like that easy. It's that easy.
What
to
about
kill.
the other question, Tori? Creator collab, Johnny Flame or Ace?
Ace would win because Ace can turn into a flame.
Basically, any One Piece character go win.
I mean, I don't know how Ace will go against Supernova, but I know that he can turn his body into flame, so you can't like physically harm him, but you can physically harm Johnny Storm. So like I don't know, because like he's died multiple times in the comic books as well, Ace as well, but Ace only died because he was using his body as a shield for Luffy. So I mean, if Ace is by himself, I don't think he'll have a problem. But I don't know.
Can we discuss Bernardo Jimenez's question right here?
Yeah, what did he say?
He said, what do you guys think of the new Doomsday? Will it build up to the hype like Endgame? Can I say something really quick?
We have a whole topic later, but we can jump into a little bit of it now.
Can we just jump into a little bit of it now? So they've released so far 2 trailers.
3.
Well, officially 2, but there's a third that's been leaked.
The third is in theaters.
I haven't seen the third one yet.
When I say officially released, I mean like on their channel and website.
Okay. Well, they usually drop them a week after.
Got it. Okay.
So basically, what I just want to say, like really quickly to that, I saw the Captain America one. I saw the Thor one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sad to say that I didn't get that heart rate increase excitement that I thought I would get initially when seeing that. And it's only because, this is just my opinion, I could be wrong, chalk this up to whatever, but I just feel like these last couple Marvel movies have kind of let us down so much that it's hard to be excited for these new clips because I want to have faith in them. I really do. I want to believe that these are going to be what reboots and gets us with that camaraderie and excitement that we had when we saw Endgame and Infinity Wars.
Whoa there.
But I don't know if that's what these trailers are accomplishing. I thought that when I saw the first one with with Captain America at the Avatar movie, I thought I would hear like a lot of like applause and excitement from the theater.
But
like
you didn't?
Nothing. It was dead silent. And I just remember there was a time when those trailers would come out and then the immediate camaraderie would just like kick in.
It was when you went to go see Avatar?
Is when I went to see Avatar.
Would those be the same audiences though?
Yeah.
No, that crossed my mind at first.
No. I say yes, that's the reason they're playing them in front of Avatar.
Well, I feel like the MCU audience is so big at this point that there's going to be that crossover deal. But to address what Asia was saying was like, and again, this is kind of my reason why I say, no, it's not going to match the hype of Endgame because how can you? Even when you think back to like the early stages of the MCU, there were stinkers before too. Like, I'll go as far as to say the first Captain America movie, I don't think it was that good. I won't get mad at you for that. I know, but the first Thor movie, I won't be mad at you for that either. Exactly. There's going to be ones that are hit and miss for a lot of people, but even with some of those ones that didn't land as hard as like an Iron Man 1, a Hulk 1 or whatever, it was still felt like it was consistent enough to the point that it was clearly building up towards something. Yeah. So then when you get, like I said, when you get to this new phase building up to Avengers Doomsday, it's not as cohesive. So you go from a very consistent hype train to you're on a hype train. The train gets stopped on the track, so you got to hop on a bicycle and then a skateboard, and then we get into a car. So we're picking up some speed. Then you got to get out the car, fuel up the car. Then you got to take a bus, and now here we are.
Wait, why are we on the bus after we just filled up the car, though, Joe?
Look, I don't know. I'm not driving the bus. I don't know, Asia.
But... Hey, Joe, I agree with you. Now, Tori, I know that you will disagree with this point, but I think 2 things are going on post Endgame. One, The multiverse failed. General audiences don't care about 100 versions of Loki and Thor and this. We care about the people we've been following. It's just, the multiverse is too wide of a concept to even care about because at any point, there are 1,000 versions of this character. That was the first thing. Secondly, they spread it out too much with the Disney Plus shows. When they started saying, yo, you got to watch Disney Plus shows to understand movies and this, and some of the shows aren't even that good, the overall quality just dropped. And I'm an MCU fan, but post-Endgame, minus the only banger we got post-Endgame,
Spider-Man.
The only real banger, as in box office, like
Spider-Man.
real like fire, was Spider-Man No Way Home. We had Thunderbolts, we had Sam Wilson, we had Black Panther.
Wait a minute. The what's his name? The Sam Wilson Captain America.
Tory.
Be careful.
Tory.
What you say?
What, you didn't like the movie?
No, I'm not saying I didn't like the movie, but how was the movie received?
No, do y'all know how review bombed it got? Because nobody wanted a black Captain America.
Okay,
it was like post, like people went out their way to go negative review and go crazy on it just because of that. Because nobody wanted Steve Rogers to leave.
No, typically I would be on the whole, they didn't want a black Captain America, but we have to admit, that movie wasn't all of that.
It wasn't good.
That was not a good movie.
And if it was,
and it had potential to be a good movie, they chose not to make it a good movie.
What would have made it a good movie?
Real quick. Mark Dupree on Instagram says that the new movie will exceed Endgame.
Yeah, I like
tall order.
So with this, I mean, with Doomsday, I'm excited about it.
No, me too. By the way,
I'm just tired. I don't want to see any more trailers. I want to go in. And I'm fatigued with seeing exciting parts in these trailers. I don't want to see any more good things.
But Tori,
are you talking about these new trailers that's been released? Because these new trailers aren't showing anything exciting. They're also just showing them with their kids.
I don't want
which I don't give a damn about, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't want them to tell me who's returning.
Okay, but here's why.
I want to be surprised. I know mentally, I know who's going to be in it, but I don't show me. I want to wait till I get to the theater.
And they may have some surprises, but here's the other reason on why I feel like we're not super excited about these reveals and these trailers, like, oh, Thor is back and Captain America, Steve Rogers is back. Mm-hmm. To me, because they already did the whole, Robert Downey's back.
No,
so if he's back, you might as well bring everybody back.
But here's the thing.
What?
But I'm saying, but in the comic book, all these people are present. All these people are in there. Only thing.
Yes, but Marvel made it seem like that was over. And after...
But if you know the comic books, nobody's actually
Here we
dead.
go with this comic.
No, we're not talking about comics.
But I'm saying, that's what the movie's based on the comic books.
But Marvel
these movies are loosely based on the comics.
But the whole premise is Doom. Like the whole premise is like, I don't know if y'all have seen. It's pretty much kind of like it's the one where Doom takes over and they have like all of the different. They got the Marvel zombies.
Yes, but they got new
all
characters,
the other stuff.
though.
They have what new characters?
The ones that nobody cares about, to be honest.
Which ones? You talking about Doomsday?
I'm talking about post-Endgame, all the new origin movies.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Doomsday.
Yes, I know. That's the whole point.
Lead up to Doomsday.
They did a retcon. They said, dang, this wasn't working. Let's call everybody back. Let's call the Russo brothers back. Let's call Robert Downey back. Let's call Steve Rogers back. Let's call everybody back because this shit ain't working.
Oh, I mean, but Doomsday was going to have these people in it regardless.
How you know?
That's literally what it's about.
I can't agree with that one, Tori.
I don't even think the original plan.
Marvel had been tanking.
Yeah, because
Marvel was tanking.
You supposed to get Kang.
We were supposed to have Kang in the first place.
Marvel can be tanking all it wants, but what I'm saying is just because.
So the plan was to bring back Robert Downey from the beginning.
I feel like it was.
Tori!
Whoa. See, here's the thing. This is why it's so. I'm in my softball era. I'm the only one not raising my voice.
Because you be lying.
I'm not lying. Because
it's easy not to raise your voice when you say whatever, Tori.
I'm not saying whatever because I am hip to what they've been doing
Tori,
this whole time.
I had videos of you saying that they retconned it after, and now you say it was a part of the plan.
They said no. I said because they said that.
A little tongue tied there, buddy.
No, I'm saying because they said the Kang. No, because we were already planning on getting rid of Jonathan Majors already, and
Boy, people be just saying whatever to save
I
face. That's the business.
I said that was they retconned that because they were trying to save face. But what I'm saying is Doomsday, that storyline already has these characters that were gone. Either if they weren't going to bring them back, then they were going to recast them.
But they weren't even doing Doomsday at first. First it was supposed to be Kang.
It's supposed to be Kang.
But here's the thing: the Kang dynasty, even then, Kang in the comic books has ran into these people. He has manipulated.
So you're saying that those characters would have came back with the Kang storyline?
So what was the point of the last scene in Captain America of him retiring and stuff? They're just going to bring him back.
Why do we do that?
You don't think that this was?
What's the point of that?
So what's the best way? What's the best way to get people's attention? They're gone. Okay, guess what? Now they're back.
It's the equivalent of Kiss putting the makeup back on. But at the same time, that still doesn't make it any less desperate. And this is what I've been saying since they announced Robert Downey Jr. was coming back in the first place. It's that it's clearly a tactic to try and restore some sort of faith in the MCU.
Because shit hasn't been working. Thunderbolts flopped. Captain America with Anthony Mackie. I'm sorry. Another flop.
The Thunderbolts, they didn't even have the original Thunderbolts team. Thunderbolts is actually a real team in the comic books, but they didn't even put the team
This is why you can't put all of your faith in the comic book knowledge, because as we've shown, and as I've brought up multiple times, sometimes they just don't follow the comics.
But with everybody they've had here, that's why I'm saying this. It's the same thing I said about Superman. When I said about Supergirl, everything I said about that turned out to be exactly what they were talking about from the comic books. The Supergirl is the same one that I was talking about and the one they put in there. Sometimes y'all need to just listen to me, let it marinate, and wait for it to happen. But
so the problem is that we just don't listen to Tori now. That's what it is?
That's exactly what it is.
You know what, Tori?
I'm going
to listen to you in 2026, and when you are still proven wrong.
Have I been proven wrong yet?
When you are proven wrong, I will be here.
So what you saying is in 2026 you plotting on my downfall, but I won't let it get
Nobody's plotting on nobody's downfall.
I'm in my soft boy era.
I will say, real quick, as far as the whole will it surpass Endgame? In quality or box office? What are we talking about? Box office?
We'll start with quality.
You know what?
Well,
I feel like
both are a factor.
Box office wise, we can't deny that Marvel is still big. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this, despite how we feel about it, it will get a lot of casual people and stuff like that back in there. So it is possible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Matches, at least gets close, but
it'll put up. I feel like it will put up the same numbers, if not more, as No Way Home. Because it has that nostalgia feel. You bringing back old people from old properties.
What's going to have the same numbers as No Way Home?
Doomsday.
Okay, I agree with that.
Okay.
It's going to have the same, if not more, because you got to think people have been wanting the X-Men. And then if you watched, I don't know if y'all have seen the new, because we
can talk about it.
Officially, there are 3 trailers out so far. The third trailer is them showing the X-Men. They got Charles and Eric playing chess, and it looks like Magneto has his powers back.
I'm worried about that, Tori. Can I say why I'm worried about that real quick?
Why?
Because, and you're not going to like my reasoning. Mm-hmm. The reason why I don't like that is we are going to enjoy that, but these are 30-year-old movies. They have aged out a lot of people who've never seen some of these original X-Men movies and stuff.
But with that, though, but people are still hip, even though they haven't
people are aged. But do you think that if somebody who's 13 years old has even seen X-Men and X2, these movies came, they weren't even born yet.
Here's the thing. Just because people haven't been born yet, people have been bringing back these movies. People have been watching them, and if their parents or whoever they're around, they're pretty much hip to it. And then they even had Charles. And
we hated that.
And
what's the
name?
And we hated
that. But what I'm saying is, this is the where it takes place is it takes place in kind of like the timeline where they were talking, where they had Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the timeline when the Sentinels have taken over.
This feels to me like what was that movie, The Expendables? When The Expendables brought back all the old action stars from the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. Remember all that? That was like that. If this feels like that, let's bring back the old people and stuff, because I don't know if new people under 20, even under 30 to a certain degree have even seen. I would say definitely under 25 have seen some of the X-Men movies. So to me,
with that, Dave,
may not hit.
with that same mentality, then you should have said that about No Way Home. Because then you'd be like, oh, these young people, they don't know anything about Tobey Maguire. They don't know anything about Andrew Garfield.
Well,
these movies came out way before
but
them.
But here's the key on that. And Darren the Awesome, I see you. We'll get to some beefs I have later because I got some shit to say. May not be what you expect, but either way, appreciate you pulling up.
You can't count them out just because it's
But
old.
here's the kicker, though, because
fair point.
not even just the fact that they're old, but you've also got to understand, too, how the landscape of what people are looking for in movies and entertainment changes over time. Even within our own lifetime, like, those things take those shifts. Because you can see, like, you know, even though I disagree with this, but you can see the discourse around things like Superman and how it takes that quote unquote brighter approach to a superhero movie. And I'll watch videos of people talking about what they'd like to see for a Batman comic, for a Batman costume in James Gunn's DCU. And I hear a lot of the same narratives and ideas and directions. So, you know, the way that these movies were made to appeal to people back then. That's why they made certain decisions. But then you compare that to where things are now, it may read differently for a lot of younger audiences too. And even there's also the unfortunate factor of a younger audience's attention span, you know, where back in the day you might have had the patience to sit through a incredibly long intro of somebody walking through a field just to get somewhere to have a conversation, and you got to wait about an hour before a punch is thrown, where in this younger generation, as soon as you click on a video, you expect the shit to hit the fan right off the bat. So I do think that is a factor of, like, will they, I'm not saying whether they will or won't. I'm just wondering, will they actually bother to go back and watch it?
We need to look at this.
It's hard to say.
Let me check out some of these comments.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got any of these up here.
Yeah, let's hit
I
the
was
comments.
reading some of these.
You
but-
want to scroll for a second?
Yeah, see, the Creator Collab says, what black character needs their own movie?
Static Shock.
I would say I would agree with Tori. A Static Shock movie would be fire. But I know there's some issues with some of the rights because the creator passed away and stuff.
Right.
You know,
Oh, we can't hear you, bro. You gotta wait to come back.
Just wait, bro.
Yeah, just wait to
I personally would really like a Storm movie, especially because after watching X-Men 97 and realizing like the depth of her character, she's like really, really badass compared to the justice that Halle Berry did for her.
Hold on, I don't think you should blame
Okay.
Halle Berry. We gotta blame. They didn't give her no material. Halle Berry had not one real storyline in any X-Men movie.
I don't want to blame Halle Berry,
Yeah.
but
She
she
did have
was
the
my
coldest
first.
line in the first movie.
She did. She did.
She
But
was
had
my
no
first.
storyline. Did she have a storyline in any movie in the X-Men
Look,
movie?
she got the
Listen,
coldest line
I'm
in the
just
first
saying,
movie.
me
A dub is a
personally,
dub.
she was my first introduction to the Storm character as a
lot
casual
of us
comic book fan. Then I turned around and I watched X-Men 97, and I'm just like, she has way more depth than that. So I will blame the writers for not giving her the material that she needed to give that character justice. So, but I still agree that I would love to see a Storm movie over a Madam Web.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, what other comments we got here?
Let's see.
see,
Darren
Dan-
the Awesome, what's up? Happy New Year
Happy
to
New
you.
Year. Dan, one man says Kai Cenat can play a good Miles Morales, especially because of dress. I'm not sure because isn't Miles Morales like half Hispanic, half black? I think you need somebody that probably fits out a little
that
bit
both.
more.
But then again, it's also Hollywood. They
True.
just be casting
But
whoever they
I don't know if I see Kai Cenat. What do you think? I'm not sure.
I could see them doing it just because that's a very Hollywood decision of, hey, he's popular, let's make him Miles Morales. That'll get the kids in the audience. Yeah, it's that type of stuff.
I agree with that comment. Read that, Asia, please.
Urban Prince says, we all know that Thunderbolts, Captain America, even the second season of Loki was just all filler episodes until Doomsday. And that is fact. And honestly, Marvel really messed up with me when they started making you needing to watch the TV shows as a requirement before you go and see the movies. Because I will always have beef with the Doctor Strange movie. If David and I had not watched WandaVision, we would have been so effing lost during that movie. And I feel so bad for people who didn't watch
And
that.
I know people who didn't watch WandaVision and they were confused.
And they were confused as hell.
Let me hear the
How are you going to excuse
let me hear
this?
the defense.
The only defense is like, okay, would you rather them had made it a movie, that would have cost more production, more money, just so they can lead into these movie projects.
You act like they ain't got the money, Tori.
They don't have the money, but that's a lot of time.
That's they were
Tori,
doing
so you
before.
think it's fair to tell people to watch a TV show before they go and see the movie?
Yeah.
So subscribe.
What?
Wait, no. Rewind real quick. Subscribe to Disney Plus in order to understand our movies. You're cool with that?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm cool with it.
That is anti-consumerism.
Pirate it then.
It's
What do
even
you
just
mean?
a
Then
bad.
pirate it. Then no, I follow the laws.
How would you even know? That's the problem. Some people just said, "Oh, I saw the
Well,
last Doctor Strange
I mean,
movie, and I see Avengers, and I come here."
But what I'm saying is that they
wait.
like if you can't
Tori,
But how would you
If-
even know?
Tori, if I ain't never had to watch a Marvel show before seeing a movie,
All I'm doing-
why
they're-
would I know
they
the
did
stars
out of nowhere.
before I see Doctor Strange?
The reason why they did the show is that way they don't have to do 5-6 movies to set up for it.
Tag
Yes,
me in
but
on
the
this
problem,
one,
you don't see the
please.
problem
Go,
in the fact that
go,
like, they
Joe.
out of nowhere
Okay.
said, "Hey, out of nowhere, this show is now official
But
requirement."
hold on, because here's
It's
the
not
issue. No. Here's the issue.
It
with
is
this.
official. If you don't watch
Because-
it, you'll be confused.
You are confused as hell.
On top of what y'all said, because yes, it is anti-consumer, but also it's just bad filmmaking. And Tori, you especially as a Marvel fan, do you agree with Stan Lee's philosophy that every comic is potentially someone's first?
Of course, I agree with Stan Lee, but
Because
my
it
thing
makes
is-
sense. But the same thing applies to like any movie, TV show, whatever. You've still got to establish what your story is. You can't just assume that people have seen this TV show, and you can allude to things that happen in the show. You don't have to go into full
But with-
details. But if you want to tell a good story, if you
I
want to
feel
tell a
like-
good standalone movie, you've got to explain yourself.
I
a little
feel
bit.
like that wouldn't make sense with movies. If you have to treat every movie like it's their first, then there wouldn't be any sequels. There wouldn't be then like if you
I see what
so
you're saying.
say
But you
I'm
can
watching
you can still give enough
shouldn't-
information to
but that
say,
shouldn't-
okay, I'm not totally
that
lost.
should-
But in the
should not
MCU, it is
apply.
different. But what about? But here's at one point it was just, hey, watch the movies. Then it turned into, oh, watch the shows too, and that threw people off because when you watch.
but the show, I mean, I feel like you
Doctors-
should treat the shows just like you treat the movie.
What if you don't want to? I mean, I didn't want to
Why
watch.
not? Why
What
not?
if I can't afford to
Do
also
Disney
pay
Plus.
for Disney Plus and plus on top of seeing these $20 movies?
You're talking to the wrong person
No, wait
on
a
this
minute, wait a
one
minute, wait a
because
minute, wait.
Tori, it's okay to defend. It's okay
I'm
to.
not- I'm
no,
trying-
it's okay
I'm-
to critique something you like. It's okay.
I'm critiquing it,
We ain't
but
crit-
what I'm saying, you should treat the shows just like you treat the movie.
Since when? That was out of nowhere. That was literally 20 years of DC
So what? So what do
MCU.
you mean? So you gonna watch a movie and then you gonna wait 3-4 years for another movie to come out, or you gonna watch the movie and then the show's coming out the same year?
That's a lot to keep track of.
How?
Because the movies and
How?
shows.
They gave you every episode.
But Tori, when they never required this from us from the beginning.
That's because
this
they
is
wasn't
just
doing
greed.
TV
This is
shows
corporate
then.
greed.
Now you want to talk about corporate greed? Let's talk about iPhones.
What?
See,
How did we get
It's not my topic,
here?
y'all.
We
This
talk
topic-
about corporate
No.
greed, but no, all I'm saying is treat the shows like you treat the movies. If you a
Treat
real,
the shows like you
but
treat
y'all
the
not-
movies.
But y'all
Oh,
not,
here we
y'all
go.
not,
Here
y'all
we
not.
go.
David,
The gatekeeping
no,
begins.
Tori.
Let me hear it.
I'm just saying.
No, let me hear it. Go
I'm just
ahead.
saying. I'm a hardcore Marvel fan.
That's what it is.
I'm
All
a
right.
hardcore Marvel fan, so I want to watch.
Us casuals.
I want to.
Yes.
You casuals, y'all want to find something to complain about.
Okay.
Because like if we got to treat every show, if we got to treat every movie like it's the first movie, then let me go. Just like Joe watched Black Panther 2. Oh, that was amazing. But you missing the you not getting the same feeling as you was if you had watched the first
So
one.
Tori,
And
you
yet
are
I still
committed to
enjoyed
watching the
movie more
Marvel
than most other
shows.
people that watch the movie.
Yeah, I
You're
love
committed to
watching.
watching Marvel shows and watching the movies, and you're just committed
Yeah.
to keeping up with all of that.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I like Marvel.
You built different.
I don't just jump
You're
in
different.
and out. That's just like, hey,
Because I just remember a time when the Marvel
Okay.
movies were out that I didn't have to watch a damn show
Uh-huh.
to be able to understand the movie.
Clockwork Animal right here
could you
says-
understand Harry Potter if you only watched the third movie? And could you understand all of it if you just watched the
No,
third?
that's different.
No, because it has source material to begin with, Tori.
just
There's
like the
there's
show-
the books.
Shadow Brohan said, I'm a hardcore Marvel fan, and yet I agree with David and Asia.
Listen,
And also, Clockwork Animal says, I hated that I had to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. before watching Winter Soldier.
It's not
you
fair.
don't have,
No.
you ain't gotta watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we got to change topic. So,
Yeah.
another movie that came out in 2025. I'm bringing it up because it's in the top 3 and it hit over $1 billion. The live action Lilo and Stitch.
Hold on, because I know it just call us lazy consumers.
I agree with that. They lazy. I don't feel like spending $20 to watch all these shows. But you know what? I'm not even.
But that's also a very privileged position to come from.
Tori, you do not think it's fucked up that in order for people to understand the next Doctor Strange movie, they had to watch WandaVision?
Do you want to watch? Are you invested into the story?
No, listen, I like WandaVision. I watched it because of that. But then when I went and saw the Doctor Strange movie, I was just like, oh my goodness. Thank goodness I watched that because otherherwise I would have been lost in this entire movie. And we know people who did not watch WandaVision, people who don't have Disney Plus.
But they have access to internet. You can see a review.
Hold on now, because there's another.
So now you're talking about illegally obtaining these episodes? I don't condone that.
People didn't know before they had to watch it. They got to like Marvel
that part right there.
Make sure you watch WandaVision before you watch this.
No, because WandaVision came out, was that almost half a year before the movie came out? So you got all this time. That's lazy.
Tell you what, hold on.
Lazy.
Let me tag in on this one real quick because here's the other. Like I said, this is a very privileged position to take.
It's extremely privileged.
Think about where we're at right now. Statistics show
this economy alone.
In this economy,
Urban Press $14.99, Disney Plus
$14.99.
No, hold on.
People spend that on
tagging in here
drinks and
but here's the thing. We have people that are using Klarna to pay for groceries. A streaming subscription should be the least of your worries right now.
That's
so it is expecting a lot for people to try and say, hey, you have to watch this show in order to fully grasp this movie. I mean, and if the movie itself falls apart without having that knowledge, then the movie has failed.
Tori,
you can jump into a sequel and still enjoy it. If you watch Terminator 2 without watching Terminator 1, I guarantee you will probably still be blown away by the movie. And the movie still establishes enough of what happened in the last movie without you seeing it.
Terminator 2 is the only one I acknowledge. I don't like any of the other ones.
There are 3.
Tori, people are agreeing with us. They're saying, imagine having to watch an entire TV series just to know about Venom's suit in Spider-Man 3.
Again, we're talking to the wrong person here.
That's anti-consumerism. That's not okay.
He doesn't care about that. The companies don't matter. Just
pay them their money and do what they say.
Just take it.
Asia, you realize we're talking to the wrong person.
That's what they be telling. That's what they be telling you every time a new iPhone come out.
Is what Xbox tells you about your subscription service.
Just take it. Right, they ain't telling me that.
We got to move to a different movie.
New topic.
Okay, yeah, new topic.
So Lilo and Stitch, for all of the supposed people who say that we're tired of the live action remakes, et cetera, again, everybody showed up to the box office and it hit $1 billion already. Lilo and Stitch. Asia, you saw it. Was it worth it?
I went and saw Lilo and Stitch. I enjoyed it. They changed some obvious things from the original movie, but overall, it was still the same cute, heartwarming, the little Stitch voices that he makes and the Lilo and her interactions with him. It was a good movie. It was fine. I mean, yeah, I cried a little bit too. It was a good movie.
He did that in the cartoon version too. Y'all cried then too?
Lilo and Stitch is an emotional film. It's about family, Tori.
I cried. It's not as good as Bad Boys. I cried in the anime.
You cried some thug tears?
Yeah.
Okay. I cried a couple.
When he said, family is broken. But
oh, yes. He says, he said, it may be broken, but it's still my family. I agree with that,
Urban Prince.
Yeah, I mess with it.
So, that's crazy.
It was 100% the Beyonce Lion King. Listen, can I say something to that?
Go for it.
Beyonce is not an actress. She never has been. She shouldn't have never tried, but I get why she did. As big as her celebrity was, acting obviously is the next thing that you take. I don't think we never needed a Lion King live action in the first place, especially because those were the most blandest animals I've ever seen in my life.
They should have did her like they did Jason Wheeler. Just brought her in for the singing roles. The singing parts.
I agree.
Oh,
I agree. And you know what, Tori? That might be the first thing we agreed on when it comes to Beyonce. I'm fine with that.
So what's going on here that according to, and Kumara Sutra, what's up? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What is going on that every time we bring up a live action remake, everybody here and online just says, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of Disney, be original, this. But almost every time they do these, they hit $1 billion, which tells Disney, let's make more. So we're getting more of these.
Yeah.
So what's really going on here? Because online hate makes it sound like they're trash and everybody hates them, but box office says, we want more.
I mean, when you think about like the online Discord, it's gonna be a very difficult thing to quantify anyway, because obviously we know the internet, the most negative voices are gonna be the loudest. Some of that is by design with these platforms, believe me, we know. But it like I said, it all depends on which audience you're talking to and which one you're talking about. So, like I said, general movie-going audiences, for people that are just looking for something to go see, I can't really get into their head because we are in that dedicated fan base of things where we even bother to sit on the couch and talk about it in the first place. Most people don't do that. They're just like, oh, I need something to do on the weekend to shut these fucking kids up. All right, let's just go see this card. Who knows? I don't know. It's difficult to put a pin on. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, because I mean, Moana is the next one they're doing, I believe, with The Rock.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, probably another $1 billion coming on the way. I mean, they're probably just
Easy billion.
Probably just gonna remake every single classic Disney cartoon movie, animated movie, until they run out, and then do the sequels.
And then they'll do something else.
I wonder if it's cheaper to do live action or animated.
I think that it's more profitable because, unfortunately, there are some adults who don't want to go see animated stuff. They consider it childish. Not us, of course, but there are some adults that just don't.
I mean, even when you just think about the way that the human brain works, with whatever type of media you consume, the end all is probably going to lead you towards like movies and TV anyway, just because we want to see people doing things. We want to make things seem real. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like whenever you read a book, you're basically imagining the movie in your head. If you read a comic book, you imagine the comic book in your head. You watch a cartoon, it's the illusion of real. So you want to see like, wow, what would this look like as a movie? You know what I mean? So I feel like it's pretty natural.
Another gripe people have is because they can't pick the they can't pick the cast. That's another issue that people who complain about the live action.
When have we ever been able to put the cast? That's never.
No, I'm saying, well, that's like another, like, it's always an issue with the cast that people have.
Oh, okay. Mr. Fallon, what's up? Happy New Year.
What's up, Mr.
Happy
Fallon?
New Year.
Appreciate you pulling up.
See any other comments you need to respond to? Let me see. I saw one from, who was that? Damn One Man. What's it say? I don't know if I can agree that lions are bland. Not bland.
Are bland.
Oh,
yeah.
bland. If they make live action movies of lions, actually how lions actually act.
I'm sorry, but I have no interest in seeing live action Lion King.
I mean, the thing is, like, when it comes to, you play to the strengths of your medium. So it's like, if you see, like, the Lion King with regular, looking lions, it's probably not going to be as exciting as a cartoon, because in a cartoon, you can exaggerate and anthropomorphize and give
That's
more
all I was
personality.
saying.
Right.
It just wasn't as exciting as, like, the cartoon Lion King that I saw.
And I think what happens is that adults, see, remember,
we're
all everybody on this couch is like 30 plus. Most people have kids around this age, so it's like, no, wait, what?
No, that's a fact.
It's just no. Like most people have kids around this age. So you think about now when the live action movie comes out, Lion King was our movie growing up. So it's like, hey, let's go see the movie and bring the kids. It's a perfect movie to bring a family to, you know what I'm saying? Because you get like everybody going to it. It's a nostalgia kick in and stuff like that.
Oh, Clockwork Animal, we're going to get to that.
Oh, goodness. Okay, other movies that came out in the last year that were notable. We have not talked about Superman, but I know we have to. Joe, I know you got a lot to
spill your hate.
Dang.
I mean, I'll keep it brief. I just feel the same way about it as I did before. It's not for me. If you enjoyed it, cool, but if I had my way, I'd just sit out the next one. I don't know what to tell you.
So you're not going to try to see a Superman sequel?
I'm not really interested, no.
I think for me, I didn't see it as a superhero movie.
Okay.
I saw it as like a very like feel-good movie, a movie that like made you want to like accept that you're human, believe in yourself, and like, yeah, I'm going to have my bad days, I'm going to have my good days, but I'm going to try my best regardless of that. And I think that's what I really liked about the message of Superman. But could I call it like a superhero movie? I can't. I didn't get a lot of that superhero-ness that I felt that I needed, and I know that's going to be a very controversial take.
Well, even if you recall from like my take after we saw the movie, it's kind of in line with what you're saying, because it's like it is when it is, but then it's not when it isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because the movie is trying to cram so much into it that it can't really sit and be one thing at one time. At one minute, it wants to be a relationship movie. The next minute, it wants to be a superhero movie. The next minute, it wants to be deep and introspective and talk about the
And that's why I chalk it up to a feel-good movie.
Yeah.
That's why I can only chalk it up to that. I can't.
But at the end of the day, if that's what you got out of it, and if that's what helps you keep going in this fucking
It was still
hellhole,
enjoyable.
I will never take that away from you.
It was still enjoyable, though.
But again, this is why I said, whatever you got from the trailers is probably what you're going to get out of the movie with some fluctuation. I thought the movie was going to be mid, and I walked away with it being meh, but it was still within that range. So for me, it was a disappointment, but it was never going to be in a style that appealed to me in the first place. It's the same way that I feel about Supergirl. So if I had my way, I would take a nap and I wouldn't bother. But because of this show, I probably don't have a choice.
So you're not interested at all in seeing Supergirl?
No. But y'all gonna make me go see it anyway.
Not y'all. We signed up to do.
We have to see it, Joe.
So this we that you include, does that include me as well?
Yes.
Nigga,
You're
yes.
pushing me to go.
It's not me.
So if it's good, will you admit it?
If it is, yeah. But if, like I said, just from how.
But but here's the thing: it's not even a question of if it's good. Would you admit it? Can you go in with an open mind?
I went in with an open mind for Superman as well.
You already had pre-hate.
I came back with a list of
Gunn.
I came back with a list of things that I liked and that I didn't like.
But I feel like your hate for James Gunn overpowers.
But what was
your
it based
ability?
off of?
Remember the clip? What was it? Why is Guy Gardner in the movie? You already had issues with like stuff like that.
Why is Guy Gardner in
Yeah,
the
so you
movie?
already
he turned out to be the fan favorite.
He was good. I will say I did like Guy Gardner.
But that has no bearing on
He
how I
didn't
felt.
piss me off
But
as
I
much as
think,
he
Joe,
pissed you
what I'm
off.
just saying
And even
is,
he didn't really
really
have enough room to piss me off because he was barely really in the movie enough to make an impression.
But can you go into it with like just no hate? Like, you know what? I know it's James Gunn, but I'm going to give him a chance.
I've already given him plenty
Give
of
him
chances.
another.
How many fucking chances do you need? I'm not going to watch another 500 episodes of One Piece until I just walk away and like it. It's not that scenario. If I have seen James Gunn's Suicide Squad and I wasn't sold on that, from what I have seen of Peacemaker and Creature Commandos, I'm not sold on that. If I've seen Superman and I wasn't sold on that because I keep seeing the same style all across it. And yes, it's not a James Gunn movie, but it's still in his James Gunn DCU and it has the same style.
Joseph, do you think
So
that you may have a pessimistic
2026,
attitude?
I need you to go into these movies with a different mindset.
Me too.
So
No,
what, like yours?
and that's what I'm asking.
Hell
Do
no.
you think you have a slightly pessimistic attitude when it comes to things like that?
Hey, I'm a critical person. What can I tell you?
But when
here's
you're
what-
critical and you already are going in negative, are you critical or are you already just seeing it for the worst that it can be?
Wouldn't it just be easier if I already get the feeling that I'm probably not gonna like it? If I just skip it and do something else.
But Clockwork is saying James Gunn isn't director of Supergirl, so you
Or
can use
right.
No, I just said that. But as I've established, you can look at the trailer. You can look at how they're marketing it, what pop songs they pick. You can see James Gunn talking about it. It's basically his movie. It's in his universe. It's under his direction. It's a James Gunn movie. You can't deny it.
And then what about Damn One Man is speaking to a lot of people who say Peacemaker is a good show and Creature Commandos.
And as I've said, from what I've seen of both season 1 and 2 of Peacemaker and what I've seen of Creature Commandos, I'm not interested.
Okay, so it sounds like when it comes,
It just doesn't appeal to me
When it comes
and
to
other people like me.
No,
so why
I
are
get
you
it.
trying to force me to go and see it?
Okay.
It's not going to win me over. We know what the result's going to be.
So Superman
Let
for
me
Joe,
just take a nap, bro.
No, you got to watch it.
Fuck y'all.
So
about
your
y'all?
mindset is to just go in with a negative mindset and just wait to be proven
When I go to
that
see
mindset
these
is
movies,
correct.
But again, this is the same way that I felt when I went to go see James Gunn's Superman. I already had a feeling it wasn't going to appeal to me in the first place, but I went in, I gave it a fair shot. When I found things that I like, I wrote it down, I acknowledged it. I was like, okay, this was legitimately good. This was all right. Didn't like this, but I can see why they made that decision. And as I said, I can understand why someone likes the movie.
Wait a second. Read this comment from Alberto.
He's basically being dragged to a movie by his friends, and he's already critical about it because he's traumatized.
Alberto,
Are you traumatized, Joe, or do you just want to be traumatized?
I just don't want to see the movie, y'all.
Okay,
I know
Joe.
I'm not going to dig it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
so
Joe.
we got to move on to other. Tori, Asia, Superman. How was
Yeah.
Superman for y'all in hindsight? Now that we,
I didn't hate it. It was a feel-good movie.
I enjoyed it a little better than I enjoyed the Fantastic Four. Because it was a lot. It had way more entertaining aspects to it than the Fantastic Four did. I like when they have entertaining qualities. It wasn't all serious. I do like when superhero movies are all serious, but for a semi Justice League movie, it was cool. I liked it.
I have a point that I want to bring up. On our list, we have It Welcome to Derry, I would assume.
yeah, it's on here.
Yeah. When we get to that, there is a point that I want to save for that. But to preface it a little bit, do you hear? It's the same way that we talked about Fantastic Four, where y'all are coming at me saying, Joe, why are you so negative? Why are you hating? Why are you being such a hater? And yet we hear y'all talk about it, and I hear such a lack of enthusiasm.
I mean, like,
Where's that from y'all?
I am in my soft boy calm.
Tori, you're bullshitting me.
I am in my soft boy calm. I don't have the capacity or the energy to just overexert myself when I have to use that energy elsewhere. So I'm,
Yeah, yes,
Soft
Clockwork
boy,
Animal,
you
Mr.
know?
Terrific
Soft
was-
warrior. Is that what the soft warrior era looks like, Tori? I'm going to take notes.
Mr.
Okay.
Sensible is what.
Okay.
So I agree
Mr.
with Tori in
Sensible.
terms of I do think the Superman was better than Fantastic Four, which I said Fantastic Four was just just okay. Just I say it was good. So this was just slightly above that, where it was cool, it was good. I haven't had any interest to see it again. Like I think it's popped up on HBO Max at this point for a minute now.
Yeah.
I've had no interest to go
Didn't
back
take
and
too
watch
long.
it again or anything.
Mr. Terrific was the best character.
He was
dope.
He was dope in it.
I
was
rather
dope.
see. I enjoyed his scenes better than I liked the Superman scenes.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
does that
so
say? Now, there's one last
ahead.
thing that I want to acknowledge too. And this is just how some people can just consume media. And it's unfortunate I even have to feel this way, but also being the type of person that does keep up with a lot of the behind the scenes and stuff in the movies, I understand how we got to the point where the Superman movie was made, and it does kind of spoil the fun for me a little bit. Same thing with Robert Pattinson's The Batman movie and how we basically got cheated out of getting a Ben Affleck
I
solo
thought
movie.
you enjoyed that.
I did. But like I said, there's that little 0.8% of I understand how we got here. I see how the rides work in the amusement park. I know that there's animatronics and Chuck E. Cheese. It kind of kills the mystique a little bit. But like I said, there's certain ways that a movie can hurt you personally to the point that it does lower that score. But you can be sensible and separate that and understand this is where this criticism comes from. This is where this criticism comes from. And a prime example, Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li. Hot garbage. That movie is irredeemable trash top to bottom. The Tekken movie. Not as bad as Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li. I know that doesn't say much. But that movie hurt me personally because Tekken is my favorite fighting game. And you had every opportunity to do it right. They got some costumes right, so clearly somebody cared, and you still fucked it up. But anyway, that's my last word on that.
Okay, so let's talk about some movies that we actually liked. We've been doing a lot of movies we were very just on or just didn't like at all. Joe, but K-pop Demon Hunters was not box office because it was on Netflix, so it's not on this list. But K-pop Demon Hunters came out
But
this
still
year as
took
well.
the culture and still is taking the culture.
100%. So Joe, if you don't mind, I know you're just going, but you can take lead because there's so many people who think that you don't like anything.
Yeah,
Give us your mini.
because you don't post the fucking
I'm
clip.
gonna no. I'll be posting them. They
He
don't
do,
they don't be
no,
counting.
He really does.
I really
He do post the clip.
They just
really
don't
does.
care when you. Okay, but I'll post this one.
Okay.
Give us your K-pop Demon Hunters review.
My elevator pitch review of K-pop Demon Hunters. The movie's flawless from beginning to end. I have no issues with it, maybe with the exception of Soda Pop. I hate that song. But when it comes
And that
to
happens to be my favorite.
yeah, when it comes to the actual music of it, again, it doesn't appeal to me because I'm not like a K-pop listener like that. But the songs are still dope. Like they still actually coincide with how the story is told. Like even when it's like communicating, like this character is talking to this character is communicating how it feels. It all just fits together organically. So the music is great, the action is great, even though it's not like the main focus, but it's earned its place in like this Fortnite culture of like being everywhere. Just K-pop lovers, be sure to give credit to Black artists because you wouldn't have it without us. Just saying.
Okay, damn one man has. I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but is it in English audio?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the songs are in English. I mean, yeah. Okay, Urban 3D Prince, agrees. So yeah, like I said, K-pop Demon Hunters, it's earned its place in the culture. It makes sense why it's doing so well.
No, and you recommended it to me, and I did check it out, and I did enjoy it.
You're welcome.
No, I do appreciate that, Joe. Like, I like to see. It's nice when you recommend something that you actually enjoy.
So take my advice and go watch It Welcome to Derry already. God damn it!
I'm going to check it out. I'm not a horror girly.
Actually,
it makes
you
me
know
nervous.
what? Because I have
Why did I get chucked like that?
Well, I didn't want to chuck mine. But how come whenever I get dragged to watch something I don't walk, I've got to bite the bullet for the franchise. But when Dave over here,
Because you're the face of the franchise. You gotta watch it.
But when I kept trying to tell Dave, hey Dave, I know you're a crybaby fraidy cat, but It Welcome to Derry is damn near the best show of this year. And you say, nah, I don't do horror, bro. I get nightmares. I'll piss myself in my sleep. But you can't drag him to that. But y'all want to drag me to Supergirl.
I have a
see
medical
how it is.
reason for not.
A medical reason. Since
What?
when? Now we starting the year off lying? That's what we doing?
Not
Oh,
lying.
childish.
A medical condition is crazy.
You sound like Usopp right now.
Wow.
Who?
Usopp from One Piece.
I will check out It Welcome to Derry. I got to
Yeah.
finish Heated Rivalry first.
Fair enough.
but
Fair enough.
Tori,
It
what
Welcome
about
to Derry is really. I'm going to see that next.
Tori? What about you? K-pop Demon Hunters.
I haven't finished it, but I do like it though.
Do you like Soda Pop?
Wait, what do you mean haven't finished it?
Soda Pop.
Like
is
you
a really
started
good
it and
song.
stopped it?
Soda pop.
Like you started and stopped it?
Soda Pop.
Yeah, because I got sidetracked because I want when I watch it, I don't want to be distracted by anything, and every time I started, I was getting distracted or doing other stuff.
Got it.
I want to just be able to just sit there and watch through it.
Okay.
David, you're being asked to explain this medical reason why you can't watch horror.
Please explain.
Well, anxiety and then sleep.
Now you just lying again.
Now, this dude will stay up all night if he sees something crazy.
Yes.
Crazy, man.
Give an example, Asia. When has this happened recently?
I can't name it per se, but I've woken up.
Now you're enabling him.
If I were to watch Welcome to Derry, then I would get no sleep, and then I would have to, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be up, anxiety, blood pressure goes up,
That's
all these
crazy.
things. You know what I'm saying? It's just
It's
not good for my health.
It's I can't watch scary movie itis.
I'm not. No, it's just that like I'll be thinking about it at night and stuff like that.
Just put some Drake on.
Why haven't you seen it?
I have seen it.
No, you haven't.
You just said you hadn't finished
Yes,
it,
you said
Tori.
you watch clips, trailers, and
Recaps.
TikToks.
First of all, I don't have what's his name, and I didn't say nothing about no TikToks. But I didn't watch all of it. I didn't seen who died, who lives.
You have not watched
I
the
didn't
show.
watch-
You watch clips on
watched
Twitter.
but I watch scary stuff. I can do that.
But you on my head, but all you did was watch TikToks.
Because I'm willing. You won't even watch the clips. You won't even watch them. They're on the TikToks. But you know what? That's neither here nor there because I'm in my sophomore era. So, I'm just chilling right now.
Your sophomore year is off to an interesting start.
Oh,
All right.
I'm trying.
Okay. Who are we? Other movies that we also we want to talk about. Sinners. Sinners is probably in a lot of people's top movies. Definitely mine. I really enjoyed Sinners. We all saw Sinners here except for Joe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take
Tori,
that one.
Asia, give us y'all mini Sinners review as you look back at 2025.
It was amazing. It held a special piece of my heart, especially the twin aspect. I used to be a twin, RIP to the GOAT. But yeah, I love that. And I love the dynamic they had, how they depended on each other, how Smoke couldn't, he had the trimmers from War and Stack would always roll his cigarettes for him. I feel like that was dope that, even, and they were always You know, smoke was always protected, stack and all that. So yeah, I love it. I love it.
Look here, y'all. I know what y'all said. It's on Max.
Yeah.
I will watch it
It's-
tonight after the
it's
stream.
amazing.
If that's
Don't
okay.
play Joe, because I will
Like,
test
I
you in the
love-
morning.
Like the twin dynamic
I
was
will
just
make
amazing.
this commitment. All right, I can do it.
Check it out. It's really good,
I
Joe.
know that
It's
I
like-
will do it, and I'll probably feel stupid that I didn't watch it yet, but I'm gonna do it. All right.
If you didn't know Michael B. Jordan, who Michael B. Jordan was, you would swear that it was two different people on the screen. Just the way the attitude and the movements and all that, like it was different for each character, and I felt like that was amazing. The story was great. It was dope.
Can I chime in on Tori? I agree with everything Tori said 100%. And I'm going to, I saw this because it was in an interview with Viola Davis. She was talking to Michael B. Jordan. They talked about how he actually played 3 roles, not just 2, because one of the brothers, I mean, spoiler,
After
one of the
he
brothers
turned.
does turn into a vampire in the movie, and he plays that role too. Totally different character, essentially, honestly. So that's what I'm saying. To me,
Because
I give him credit for playing 3 roles very, very successfully.
He's pulling
he-
Eddie Murphy there.
he
Low
took
key, yeah.
he took some of the characteristics of Remy, if you didn't notice.
I can see that, yeah, for sure.
Urban
for sure.
3D Print says Sinners. Oh, that was a scary movie. A bunch of white people dancing around outside. I'm sorry that the math is not mathing about your medical condition.
Damn, you got called out.
Mm.
I don't consider Sinners a horror movie. Sinners was more of just like a thriller, a vampire movie.
That's what
Asia, how did
Welcome
he
to Derry
react?
is.
Did he
It's a
make it
thriller.
through in one piece?
He made it through in one piece. It was
Okay,
actually
good.
quite impressive,
said
but
that.
I think it's because I didn't say a damn thing about One Piece. I'm keeping One Piece out my
He said
mouth
he
in
made it through
2020.
one piece.
I'm keeping One
been
Piece out of my
watching it?
mouth in 2026. I don't want nothing to do with One Piece because as a woman in her soft girl era,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to deal with you this year.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
Mm.
Okay, we gonna have peace this year,
I
Tori.
respect that.
I respect that
Until
too.
he says something. Anyway.
So as I
continue,
was
Asia.
saying, no. Oh,
Whoa. Crystal.
Jewel says she has not seen it yet. Mrs. Jewel, you probably would not want to, but I
What,
would.
Sinners?
Sinners. I don't think it's a movie for you, ma'am, but I would say this. I do enjoy, the story was great, had me captivated from beginning to end.
Mhm.
Michael B. Jordan playing both of those roles.
Fantastic actor.
Fantastic acting because it reminds me of like little Lindsay Lohan playing her twin in The Parent Trap.
Underrated.
And we don't give her enough credit for that either.
Because she was doing that when she was like, what, 10 years old?
10 years old.
Yeah.
So,
So it sounds like there's nothing to not recommend. So Crystal Jewel, the evidence is all right there. Just go ahead and check out Sinners like I'm going to after the stream.
I think you should check it out.
Check out It Welcome to Derry 2, best show of the year.
Please stop talking to my mother-in-law. I would appreciate
There's a lot of parallels to Sinners in some
I
ways.
really would like it if you stopped.
Okay. So, other movies that we wanted to touch on briefly before we move on to our next topic was Chainsaw Man, the movie
Yes.
Raise Arc.
Oh,
I still gotta watch it.
you haven't seen it, Tori?
I wasn't in New York.
Oh, he
You
was.
got to pull
Yeah.
up with us next
but
time.
like not even like at
I
home
don't even
In
know where to
theater?
watch it.
I thought you would have had
at the movie theater.
I had to work.
How long was
Take
that
a
movie
day
in theaters?
off.
I don't know.
How did you Google
I
it?
was broke.
Wait a second.
I hope it's
Wait-
that scary. Mama
wait a-
Crystal Jewel, it is scary.
It's a
I do not
thriller.
recommend it.
Well, see, scary is subjective.
It's a
Wait,
thriller.
wait a second, Tori.
If you're not
I'm-
afraid of clowns, you're fine.
I have questions, Tori. You just said, "Hey, I haven't seen Chainsaw Man because I was
When it
broke."
was in theaters, I
when it was in
broke.
theaters, I was broke. But when I brought up earlier about people who are too broke for Disney Plus, you said, "Oh, those not real fans."
Mhm.
But now it's excusable to not have money to see media. Explain yourself.
No. If it pops up where can you rent it, I'll rent it.
I'm sure you can at this point.
My guy,
Uh-oh.
if you was broke, where'd the money for this come from?
Did you not listen to what I said when it came out and was in theaters? I was broke. I wasn't broke last week.
It's on now. You could have got
Tori,
it on
where's it at?
Blu-ray, DVD, or digital. Somewhere.
I thought you don't consume Blu-rays
I'm
and all that.
talking about you.
Oh,
Hold up,
I mean,
but you say you broke.
I'm gonna watch it.
Hold on a second. You say you broke, but you ain't missed the payment for that Game Pass yet, have you?
Nah,
That's
he
already
been
in the
Game
budget.
Pass.
That's already in the budget. I mean,
Oh, it's in the
No,
budget.
I'm gonna do what Tori said earlier. Real anime fans would have saw the movie, as you said, right? Is that what you said?
First of all, don't act like y'all was watching Chainsaw Man and all that before.
I'd already seen
I
it.
did my research.
I'd already seen it before.
Y'all was watching it after the movie. Y'all binge watched
Okay,
it.
I'm
I
a bandwagon fan, and
bandwagon
what?
fan.
And what? Do something about it. Do something about it, and what?
I was watching it week by week. Every week I was waiting on the next episode. Y'all wasn't with what? Like your boy said, y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
See,
You
only people
Chainsaw
that
Man
hate on
purist.
Chainsaw Man the movie is people that didn't watch it.
I'm not hating on it.
I
I'm
wanna
gonna
hear
watch
it.
it when I get the chance to watch it. That's the difference between me and y'all. Y'all hate on it and won't watch it. I'll hate on it and still watch it.
Goodness. Okay.
But I don't hate Chainsaw Man. I like Chainsaw Man. I just haven't seen the movie.
That's not enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
And so Chainsaw Man the movie. And by the way, if y'all are just tuning in, we are talking about our 2025 movie, shows, anime, gaming. Right now, we're still on movies, so we're talking about Chainsaw Man. Joe, I know me and you both loved the movie.
Mhm.
I will say I liked it for a different reason that I just noticed now versus before, compared to other anime. Not just movies, but shows in general.
Yeah.
I like the fact that like we got all of the almost like kind of backstory and exposition in the front, and then we just had like the action scene after, versus a lot of shows. And I'll say, for example, I love My Hero Academia, but every fight, we're doing a quick flashback to why and this. Sometimes they flash back to stuff that we've already seen in the last episode.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
last
an anime
season.
classic right there.
It's annoying to me a little bit, but I enjoy the fact that we separated. So it was just, let's just get into the action 100%. So Chainsaw Man, the movie Razor Arc was great. If you guys haven't seen it, Tori, by the way, Urban Prince says it's on Amazon Video. I believe you have Amazon.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Let's see. Young Hype Beast 123 asks about, have we seen Final Destination?
I can't stand the Final Destination franchise. It's just that
It's Fatal Mousetrap.
but it feels like nobody has any situational awareness, no common sense. Everybody has tunnel vision.
But
in
Tori,
those
the hit you
movies.
don't see coming is the
I was
hit.
like,
Not-
here's the thing. The one that really pissed me off with that dude had a cup. It had some water in it, and literally, the cup sweat so much water. It sweat more water that was in the cup on the floor and leaked to an electrical socket or whatever. More water on the floor just from pure sweat from the cup. Like,
Why you
pissed
keep
me
calling
off.
Condensation.
I call it sweat because that's what it was. It was
The proper term is condensation.
I know it's condensation, but sweat just sounds a little better. It's just some of the stuff. And then that from the old one when dudes working out, they had like swords right over the workout
But don't you think
equipment.
people are watching it just to see ridiculous ways that people die?
Might as
Like,
well
I don't-
watch the show 1,000 Ways to Die. That's real.
That show was canceled 10 years ago.
They can watch the reruns because it's real. Like every death in that was real.
I don't know if they want to, if that's a true replacement to watch real deaths. This is like cinema. This is a movie.
It's
Are you
just-
telling them to go watch real deaths?
I mean, if you want to see some ridiculous deaths, they
I
don't have.
don't know if
they-
that suggestion is healthy though. Like, hey, you want to see some real people die? I got a show for you. Everybody here is really
No,
dead.
if you want to see ridiculous deaths, no, that's literally.
I think it was the appeal that it was fake and stuff. Not that they want to. I mean,
Yeah,
for-
I just the movies just like I used to watch them, but then I just started thinking like, man, this stuff seems just outlandishly just
all right, let's see.
stupid.
My mom, we got Crystal saying that she likes your shoes, Tori. They are the bomb.
Oh, thank you.
I know it says, I'm with you with horror. Thank you so much. And Chainsaw Man is not bad. Haven't watched it because of that. Yeah, Chainsaw Man is good. Not horror at all. And then we got Damn One Man says, Chainsaw movie got my brother back into anime. I'm so proud of that movie. That's fair. Vince Art says Snow White was the worst movie of 2025.
Did you know she got a worse review than Dragon Ball Evolution?
That's what I heard.
Is it because of the comments she made, or is it because it was a really bad movie?
It's probably
I don't
both.
know.
I haven't
From what I
That
heard,
and
but I never
something
bought it.
else. Something else.
I watched it. I didn't hate it.
Either
Okay.
two things took over as the worst reviews over Dragon Ball Evolution this year or last year.
Trying to remember what the other one was.
I can't remember what it was. I know one of them was it Snow White?
Right.
Snow White and something else.
I don't know the other one.
Worst reviews.
It'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back to you. Okay, so we're gonna move to TV shows because we stayed on movies for almost a little bit too long. And we're sticking to TV
That's
shows.
it.
We'll get to anime in a second. We will get to anime. This is just live action TV shows. I guess it could be animated as well, but anime is in a different category for now. So, what shows do we think are some of the best from 2025? Anybody name one?
Like shows and anime?
No, not anime. Just
Just
live
regular
action.
shows?
Live action shows.
Tori, do you even watch for live action shows?
It depends. Like what? Let me get an example.
Just anything. Live action.
No, live action One Piece.
That was a good one. I'm trying to think. Like I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been. Really,
I don't think you watch a lot of. I mean, only no. You know
I
what?
do.
No,
If
that's true.
I
You watch the Marvel live action shows.
I'm trying to think like what live action shows that I've seen.
I mean, my pick is
Lately.
obvious. Then.
Yeah. So Joe, would you say Welcome to Derry is your number one TV show of 2025?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, got it. So if you were given a pitch for the clip and for the audience, what would you say on why people need to watch it? Welcome to Derry.
Yeah. So kind of as I stated the last time I talked about it, while the show was still going on. Oh, they need to make a season 2. God damn it. But let's say you're like me, where you've seen both of the Andy Muschietti It movies. So It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2. Both of those movies, well, the first one for sure, great. The second one, not as great. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. But I think at this point, the show has pretty much stood out. It may be better than both, for sure. But I think...
So clarify. It Welcome to Derry, the show is better than
Yes.
the original movies.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, continue.
And might even have to go... Yeah, here's a hot take for you. Bill Skarsgård might have cleared Tim Curry as Pennywise.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
For real?
It's
Because
definitely...
listen, I saw the second It movie.
Yeah.
With Bill Skarsgård, and I thought he did an incredible job. But I'm very surprised to hear you say that you think he did a better job than the original.
Tim Curry was more comical.
I mean, he had his comical moments, but I think the key difference between Tim Curry and Bill Skarsgård, it's like Tim Curry, when he's a clown, it's like he's very much like in control. And you can obviously tell that he's having fun with it. And he's got like that sort of, it's subtle. Like that's the key thing is like he's got the subtlety to it. He looks just like a regular ass clown. But that's part of what makes it scary is because subconsciously there's that stuff lingering underneath. But the thing that I think gives Bill Skarsgård the edge is that he's purely an animal. Like he's got that sort of animalistic hunger to him where you're like, this dude just is not human.
When he gets a whiff of that fear and
Right.
drooling.
Oh yeah, drooling like crazy. But it's like, you can tell like, he has his human moments. He knows how to be manipulative, but there's some screws loose where he just cannot perfectly mimic people. And that plays into the tension where you're seeing Pennywise or It in these different forms. And it's like building up that tension slowly. And when you see someone or something acting abnormal, you're like, okay, he's here, he's around. Like I said, the scares will range from, oh my God, don't eat anything before you watch this show. This is horrific. This is terrible. To this is goosebumps. Are we afraid of the dark level? Come on. This could have used another run through the editing room. But to me, the scares aren't really the highlight because scary stuff doesn't really scare me anyways. But the tension, beautiful. Every episode, I think the character dynamics are incredible. They're going to be... You start off loving some characters and end up hating them. You end up hating some characters and then you end up loving them. It hits you with twists. Every episode has something significant that happened. All these plot lines get introduced at different points and then they all converge in some sort of way, in an awesome way. There's like a handful of negatives that I could say, but ultimately, and here's the other thing. It broke the Stephen King curse and actually stuck its landing.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't seen it. David, you better see it too. But the way that the show ends and how it sets up for future seasons, it makes sense why we're moving backwards in the timeline. And it's not like a time travel thing. I want to establish. Don't say nothing, Tori. Don't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
But in concept, it's kind of like, what's it called? The Jeepers Creepers.
Hydrate.
It's kind of like the Jeepers Creepers movie where it's like this entity that comes back every 20-something years. But it ties into exactly how the seasons are going to work for the shows. Now, can I acknowledge something real quick? Warner Brothers, I need to talk to you real quick. Now, I know y'all got your business going on with Netflix and Paramount's trying to get in the middle of that, and who knows what the hell's going to happen with DC and CNN and all that shit. Let's talk about It Welcome to Derry real quick. Do y'all remember when that trash Mortal Kombat movie was made in 2021? And before the movie came out, it got greenlit for a sequel that it didn't deserve because that movie fucking sucked. And here we are getting Mortal Kombat 2 in 2026. And yet, this movie took the world by storm, set the world on fire, literally and figuratively. No talks about greenlighting a sequel. What the fuck kind of world are we living in,
They
y'all?
gotta make sure all the actors are down.
That's not even gonna be a concern. Again, I ain't gonna spoil nothing for you, but if y'all are so fucking eager to greenlit a movie that was bad before it came out, and you have something that's clearly good, Warner Brothers, what the hell, man? Get on a season 2 like yesterday.
You need to talk to
No
Netflix.
pun
You
intended.
need to be
Netflix.
talking to Netflix.
Whoever the fuck, put the money up, get the actors
They
together.
under new management now. You might need to write them a letter.
I will write sternly worded letters because this shit don't make no sense. But all in all, It Welcome to Derry, I think was incredible. Like, it's got so much of what we love from other media. It's got a little bit of Terminator in there. It's got a little bit of Stranger Things, a little bit of Sinners, a little bit. I could go on and on.
You haven't seen Sinners.
I was
But
going
there's
to say that.
there's parallels
Are
in
you
there.
sure?
Yes.
Okay.
From people that have watched Sinners, the parallels that I haven't even
You
seen
know what
Stranger
parallel to
Things, but people
Sinners that
compare
I
it to
think that I know that's in Derry?
Don't say
What?
nothing. Don't say nothing.
Well,
No,
don't
it's
don't
not-
spoil it
it's
for
not-
me.
it's not a
Because I'm going to
spoiler.
watch it without him.
It's not a spoiler.
Okay.
Just don't say it.
It's I was going to just
Just don't say it.
It's not a spoiler.
As long as it has spoiler.
Drooling.
What?
There was a lot of drooling in It Welcome to
Drooling.
Derry.
Remember when he said you drooling
Like in the movie?
in Sinners when he was told old girl that she was
Oh,
drooling?
yes. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in there.
Speaking
Okay.
of which, here's another thing that almost gives Bill Skarsgård an edge, in my opinion, compared to Tim Curry.
Bill Skarsgård is honestly just a phenomenal actor
Oh, yeah.
in general.
Oh, and he's got some range in
Him,
this.
but he comes from a family full of that, like Alexander
Of course.
Skarsgård, and then his father after that. Like
Yeah.
they're just phenomenal.
But here's the thing, too, for me, where it's like Pennywise in the show, he has this way of being funny and scary at the same time.
So Bill Skarsgård still plays it.
Yes.
Oh, that's canon from the movies too.
Oh, but
Okay.
it's going to take it in a way, and I ain't going to tell you how, but
I cannot wait to watch
You see
this.
some range from him. And it,
Whoa.
What
You
happened?
hype.
Oh, my bad.
quick story time.
I just can't wait to watch this.
Now, let me tell you, there was a point where I was watching the season finale, and as soon as it ended, there's like this TV box that's in my closet, and it like slid down off the shelf. If that happened while Dave was watching, I know he would have pissed himself, but that's beside the point.
It's possible.
You know he has a medical condition.
It is a medical
now I
condition for
know.
him to watch horror movies. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need you to get over that and join the rest of the world and watch this dope ass show. Thank you very much.
Okay, what other shows? Asia, what about you? What's your top show of 2025?
My top shows of 2025.
You saw Squid Game?
You know what? I saw something else that did not come out in 2025, but can I talk about it?
Sure, but we do want to know your 2025 show too after.
Okay, so a show that I watched in 2025 that did not come out specifically this year was an anime called Moriarty the Patriot.
Mhm.
It's really based off of Sherlock and his adversary Moriarty.
Yep.
And the anime is just so it's so beautiful. I realized that I'm like morally more into seinen anime than like shonen and the other types of genres. But
That's what it's for.
Moriarty Patriot is so good. But for a show that I watched this year that's more live action, I would say probably Shrinking, which deals with a lot of like mental health episodes. And I think that's just like really important for like a country that's dealing with a lot of mental health issues. And I found that
people
show.
a pitch of Shrinking who haven't seen it because
I
it's
will
kind of unknown because it's on Apple.
I will give Shrinking a quick pitch, but it's about a therapist who recently experienced the loss of having his wife killed by a drunk driver and him trying to recover from that and raise his daughter and still be a therapist. So it's about him like trying to still be a strong therapist for all of his patients, but he's still dealing with the traumatic stuff that's going on in his life.
Yeah.
And it's like, it really makes you like empathetic to like the working class and like how they have to like go about still living their lives even when they're going through the things that they're going through. And there's just so many lovable characters and so many just like great heartwarming moments. So that's my quick pitch for Shrinking. But if you guys have not seen Moriarty the Patriot is on Crunchyroll. Check that out. Shrinking is on Apple TV. But I'm just really digging Moriarty the Patriot. I actually got David watching it too.
Okay.
It's a good
It's
anime.
not too scary, is it?
It's not a scary anime. It's more like mystery detective if you're like into that stuff. There's no like swashbuckling fighting and all that stuff that you're probably into that One Piece gives you.
Soft girl era.
You're for your soft girl, for your soft man
listen,
era.
I am a Sherlock Holmes fan because he's also
Please check out Moriarty the
Batman
Patriot.
has met Sherlock Holmes a few times, and I am a fan of the Sherlock Holmes Robert Downey Jr. movie.
Okay, Tori, I would be really impressed if you checked out Moriarty the Patriot.
I watch other things.
Give it an episode. Just tell me how you feel.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Oh,
It's on Crunchyroll.
okay. Cool.
Urban 3D Prince says no swashbuckling. For that reason, I'm out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's not shonen in any way. There's no crazy action scenes. Would you say, David?
Also, what up, Pepperoni?
Pepperoni, what's
A
happening?
few here and there, but it's not about the action.
It's not about the
It's about the
action.
mystery and other stuff, but it's good.
I
Yes.
got a dumb question.
It's like adult Conan.
Well, there you go.
Case closed.
I got a super dumb question. Was Squid Game season 3 this year or was that last year?
That was this year.
That was this year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shoot. Okay,
Last
there you
year.
go.
Last year.
Mm.
Are you sure?
I can't remember.
2025.
to be honest.
Oh,
Oh,
technically,
duh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. Did you want to talk about Squid Game as well?
Yeah, talk about it a
because I
little bit.
mean, you said you liked Squid Game season 3. That was the final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You
love Squid Game.
Are you gonna watch the American one?
Have they confirmed that yet?
Yeah.
Well, hey, I guess.
I
I'm
think
on
it's
board.
got your girl who plays Helena
yes.
from the Thor
Thor,
movie
yeah.
in it. Yeah.
Which, of course, she's not going to look as bad in there because she's not in her goth aesthetic. But hey,
I forgot you like the goth aesthetic.
I mean, but hey, look, Kate Blanchett sure is a fantastic actress and all that.
Daddy.
But, you know.
So season 3 of Squid Game, Asia, you also saw. We got caught up on it. What was your thoughts on season 3 Squid Game?
We never finished it. Remember, we watched a recap video.
We didn't finish it.
Damn, Trey.
Wait, why didn't we finish it? I felt like we were watching it, and what happened?
We weren't feeling it.
So y'all fake fans then.
Hold on, I didn't say I was a humongous fan of Squid Game.
I thought we watched
just
it,
saying
but you're
to slow
right.
down.
We did like get
We
halfway
watched-
through. I wasn't feeling. I felt like it lost steam for me. I feel like honestly, like all we really needed was a season 1 and 2. 3 stretched it to me.
I agree.
I mean, it
Doesn't the-
undeniably stretched.
Doesn't the
it just
main
because-
character come back for three times?
Well, to recap it, it's like you have Squid Game season 1, which is its own standalone, but then basically Squid Game season 2 is split up into 2 seasons because it's the same game. You're just seeing the first half of it and then the
And that's
second
why
half.
it felt stretched. Because
Yeah,
the
but it
first
makes
one-
sense because of like
Yeah.
the way that things played out.
No,
But-
I don't deny.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the person who won the first one came back for the second one.
kind
Yes.
of. Yeah.
So he didn't. So he blew. Did he blow through his money or something? Is that?
But you gotta
No,
see the
see, I
show.
ain't
Well,
gonna
you gotta see,
spoil
yeah,
nothing
see
for
the
you,
show,
damn it.
bro. Yeah. All right. Okay. Another show that I think Asia, you watched this with me, I believe, but I don't know if anybody here on chat is a Dexter fan, but another
I watched Dexter.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't know that. Okay.
you was into that?
One of our favorite shows of the year was Dexter Resurrection.
I did start that.
Which I thought was really good, especially because Dexter has kind of been hit and miss, honestly, as far as the original show and the last few seasons. The finale was kind of not great. They tried to do Dexter New Blood, where they brought his son back and all this stuff, and that didn't really work either. If you can get past the first episode of the explanation of why he's there, which that part kind of doesn't make the most sense. We kind of just force him into a situation. Once you get past
It's
that,
dumb as hell.
it is. Once you get past that, Dexter Resurrection is actually really, really good. So I do
Gotcha.
recommend that if you're a Dexter fan.
I can't wait for Scrubs.
I am so excited for Scrubs. February, I'm ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Any other TV shows from 2025?
Nothing I can think of for right now. But.
Asia, you had another one. What about the show? Wasn't it called The Show? What's the one with what's his name? Seth Rogen. What's it called?
Seth Rogen did have a show about
The Studio.
The Studio.
Yes.
The Studio was pretty entertaining. I think Seth Rogen is funny in general, so like I'm going to laugh at whatever he does. If you're not a Seth Rogen fan or a fan of his humor, then I would not recommend it. Urban Princess, what about Abbott Elementary? Abbott Elementary is really...
I like Abbott Elementary.
You do? Tori, I did not think that was like a show for you.
I don't understand. Y'all think I just...
Yeah.
Tori, I'm sorry. I just think you watch anime strictly.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
When I saw your number one song in the world was Lady.
Recaps.
Yeah, when I saw your number one song in the world was Lady Gaga, I was surprised.
First
You
of all,
listen to Lady Gaga, Tori?
No, it was the song she did with Bruno Mars.
It was still
It's still Lady Gaga.
But because I was listening to him, she got in there too.
Wait, no, they did a song together. What are you talking
They did the song together, but I went into the song listening.
So you went into the song listening to Bruno, but Lady Gaga just happened to be there.
because they classed them both together. So if I'm listening to him, then I'm listening to her at the same time. So it puts them both in the same top list.
I feel you. For whoever just mentioned Abbott Elementary, as a teacher, me personally, I think that's a very heartwarming show, and it does give me a lot of humor. The Creator Collab asked Asia, are you excited for the new Harry Potter movie? I'm not going to lie. Ever since shut up, David. Ever since I've seen some of the behind the scenes deep cuts that they're diving into for this new Harry Potter series, I'm a little bit more open-minded than I was before. I will admit, at first, I was very much, no, Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grant, Emma Watson, those are the real Harry Potter. Those are the real OGs. I'm not standing for anything else. But I have seen some behind the scenes on Reddit that has kind of swayed me differently. And I am really looking forward to it. Somebody else asked about Malcolm in the Middle.
Is that our damn one man? Yeah.
Yes. Who is excited for that?
I'll give it a shot.
I'm excited for Malcolm in the Middle. I grew up without cable, so that was one of the few quality shows that I had. So it means a lot to me.
That's crazy. When did y'all get? At what age did y'all get cable?
We never had cable. We weren't privileged.
They didn't get cable until we started dating.
Graduated without cable?
I wasn't privileged like you didn't have cable.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't throw me under the bus there too.
I know Joe had all the channels.
I should never fucking encourage you.
This man had direct
But
TV.
you was over his house all the time, so you had no excuse to not watch these.
I had to watch what Joe wanted to watch, bro. And that was
What was Joe watching?
probably mostly Cartoon Network, which was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't have the full array of cable like y'all did. I didn't
have the full red cable. Why you think I watched the DVDs and VHSs I had?
The Creator Collab says, can everyone yell out your t-shirt sizes?
2X.
XL.
I wear a 3 or a 4, only because you got to wash them and things usually shrink.
Just an L.
I'm honestly an L, but I prefer XL.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, so TV shows, that was pretty much all of the ones that we really, really liked, sounds like. I mean, I feel like we were watching a lot of anime, of course, so we can jump into that. So
let's talk anime.
What's our top anime for 2025?
Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days was so good. That was an anime that I discovered on my own. I didn't have to ask you or Tori or David. I found it on my
own. Joe, where I saw you.
I found it on my own. I was like actually enjoying the very first episode, laughing out loud in the gym as I was on the treadmill watching it. And then it really just happened to like just blow me away. I think Sakamoto Days is just like such a good anime.
Hmm?
So that's mine for the year, for 2025.
Okay. I would say I'm tied between two, but it's number one. I would say I would agree with you. Sakamoto Days. Was that part 2 technically that came out in 2025?
We got part 1 and part 2.
Okay, I thought part 2 came out, but I can't remember. But anyway, whatever part came out recently.
Was part 2
2025,
when they were kind of doing like
more
the
action.
Naruto Chunin exams?
Almost,
one?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Sakamoto Days was fire.
Sakamoto Days was so
highly
hot.
recommend it to anybody. But I gotta say, for me, My Hero Academia final season probably is my personal favorite. And I do gotta reiterate, I'm pissed at the manga fans because y'all lied.
Lied about what?
Y'all said that the final season was trash. That was straight
Y'all
heat
did
all
say
the way
that.
throughout, okay? And honestly, my manga fans been doing this for a minute, honestly. They'll say something is trash and then it comes out and it's actually fire. So honestly, manga fans have lost credibility again.
Damn.
It's just facts. Because this final season was straight fire. Everybody was hating about this, et cetera, et cetera. Nah. My Hero Academia final season was straight flame. Tori, I know that you mad that Deku didn't, what you say or whatever. He didn't get registered as #1, et cetera, and didn't have his hero license. But in his actions, he became the greatest hero. So I'm cool with that. Tori, what's your top anime of 2025?
Just one?
No, whatever you got. I named 2.
Oh,
You say
One
I
Piece.
swear to God.
I mean, One Piece. I don't even need to speak on One Piece. It speaks for itself.
Taking a nap until this is done.
But
Sounded more like me every day.
time I was reincarnated as a slime is amazing. I wish more people. I wish it got more people. I wish more people spoke about it. But starting in, I want to say April, they're going on a 15-month running. Like the time I was reincarnated vending machine, that show was good too. But the time I was reincarnated as a slime is they're going on a 15-month thing, so they'll be having episodes for 15 months straight. And that's something most animes don't do. That's a long running for an anime starting in April. So if anybody wants to watch it, they definitely should check it. One Punch Man I wasn't in on that. Another anime I got, it's not like a huge anime, but Campfire Cooking in Another World. I really like that. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of stuff. Let me see. Tugananki, I think that's how you say it. That was a good one.
Oh, no, wait. Which one is it? Let me see.
Tugan.
Oh, I've been watching that too, actually.
That
Yeah.
was
How do you say it?
good.
Togenaki? Togenanki?
I think so.
Okay. Not to go on a crazy random thing, but I've been enjoying that show. But I will say, the random fan service be throwing me off because it's so shoehorned in there and it's so on the nose.
They got a quota to meet, bro.
I know, but there's like a literal scene, and I'm not trying to derail. There's a literal scene where a character's like staring at a girl's chest, and she's just like, "Oh, do you want to see them?" And just pulls up her shirt. I'm like, "Are we serious? Like, you don't even know this. They just met." And it's like so random. So to me, the show is like, has a very serious tone, but out of nowhere, it has these goofy fan service scenes that pull me out every time. Outside of that, I am liking, however you say it, Togen Anki.
Did you finish Kaiju number 8?
Oh, season 2? Not yet. No. That's next for me.
That was good.
That's next.
I gotta get caught up on that.
But I got a whole list of anime that I like this year.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Joe, how about you? Any anime stuck out to you 2025?
I mean, there was not much that I got to. Most of it was just getting caught up on stuff. Of course, Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm.
Was it this year that we had the whole thing with Gurren Lagann and we saw it in theaters? That last year? Tori, don't say nothing. I know.
I think it was earlier this year,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
But of course, Devil May Cry.
Oh.
I was one of the people that enjoyed it for what it was. I wasn't tripping too hard on the changes. And
Wait, I have a question, Joe. You say one of, as if I'm out the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a section of people that don't like it? Because I thought it was critically. Oh
no, there's people that are complaining like crazy.
Whoa!
About how
I
they
thought
changed.
people love Devil May Cry, the anime or the animated series, depending on who you ask. Right?
I mean, there's a good amount of people that do, obviously, but there are like diehard DMC fans that are mad about this change to this character. This didn't happen in the game. Why is Lady characterized like this? It's not the right voice actor for Dante, et cetera, et cetera. You know how it is. But that kind of stuff didn't really bother me because, again, we have the games and the games tell their own story well enough. So if I want that, I can play that. Maybe an HD remake with the RE engine for Devil May Cry 1. That would be fantastic. Maybe even 3. But for what it was, I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. All right, let's move over into gaming. Anybody have any games of 2025 that they really, really love that they want to highlight?
As far as
Lego Harry Potter.
well, go for it.
Which one?
Lego Harry Potter.
Oh, I don't think that came out in 2025, but you played in 2025. Yeah, I think it came out a few years ago. But I mean, did you play more of Hogwarts Legacy, Asia? Because they did get a DLC in 2025. Did you play more?
You know what? I am not coordinating. Like, my coordination on using the controllers is not the best. Controlling the camera while also trying to move, I find very difficult for me, which is why I prefer the Lego Harry Potter games, because there's no camera involved in that. I can just go and collect my tokens and try to do different things in that way.
And I get that.
I hit level 40.
Just so you guys know, it's like some people are probably wondering, how's that possible? Asia did not grow up playing games.
I was not allowed to play games
so
growing
you're talking
up.
about like years of
cruelty.
Years of things that we learn naturally from playing games that is so foreign to somebody who's jumping into a modern game.
It's
of
honestly
today.
really embarrassing, and I'm ashamed of it. And I one day would like to be able to play Hogwarts Legacy without having you control the camera and me doing the other things. But that's just where we are right now. So
I liked Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
you did? I like that, Tori.
I mean, it's not like I was never a Harry Potter fan. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to have Harry Potter in the house,
Oh, I'm so sorry
so
about that.
I can only
Type of
I can only enjoy Harry Potter after school.
See, I was allowed to have Harry Potter in the house because I went to Catholic schools. So it's just like you're still learning about what you need to learn, and you don't think that this is
it was
real.
blasphemy to have Harry Potter in my house.
I'm very sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
Vince Arts brings up Donkey Kong Bonanza. That is my
Oh, that was fun.
that's my game of the year personally.
So when David allowed me to play it on his Switch too, I had a lot of
I mean,
fun.
allowed. He didn't let you have your woman autonomy to do what you wanted.
yeah, what is this
You gotta ask-
allowed? When you use
you gotta
allowed, that sounds so crazy.
You gotta
Like
ask
Why does it
Vince-
sound so foreign to you, David? I thought you
I'm
were the
playing,
feminist.
I'm
I don't know where she
playing.
got this from. Like it's locked away and like
It's
you have
a
to.
joke.
What happened to Equal Rights
Relax.
No, you can't.
Guys.
These type of dudes, you can't say those kind of jokes, okay? Because they remember stuff.
My bad. Wrong joke. When David let me play it though, for real, that was a really cool game.
He said you had cable, but you couldn't play video games.
They're talking about Asia.
Again, why not? Would you not allowed to have magic in the house for religion reasons or something? I went to predominantly Catholic schools growing up, but as long as I kept my grades up in my religion class, I was allowed to read Harry Potter.
My
It
step,
worked though.
It
Like,
did.
You the teacher.
I had an
everything.
A in religion class, so it was good.
my stepdad wouldn't let me bring it back. He said that was the devil's stuff.
See, I'm so sorry.
Your stepdad was a piece of work, man. I'm just saying.
Dang. Okay, so
My game of the year.
game of the year. Yeah, my game of the year is Donkey Kong Bonanza. I thought it was a great Switch 2 title. I know there's a bunch of people who are saying, where's the new Mario game? I'm sure that's coming. But for me, as far as like, you know, getting a Switch 2 and having a game to play, like, I think like in the first month it came out, I was really satisfied with it. I feel like I almost beat it too fast, honestly. There is DLC that's out now. I may go and check that out. But honestly, if you guys have a Switch 2, I highly recommend Donkey Kong Bonanza. So that was my game of the year for 2025.
What's your story?
My game of the year is, of course,
Marvel Rivals.
Listen, I've been putting in some work, and then in like what's that, 11 or 12 days, they releasing Deadpool, but New Year's drop. What's crazy is like leading up to Deadpool, they've been putting him in each group. They was like, oh, he's a DPS, no, he's a healer, now he's a tank, and now they after New Year's they put him in a category by himself. They put a question mark. Now they don't now, so I feel like that's fun. But I do like Marvel Rivals. It's fun. I missed out because like I wasn't playing Overwatch or any of those games when they came out because it was like it was a it was a state where I wasn't on the games like that. But when Overwatch and it came out, I kind of missed the curve when it came to that. So like now, like I'm not really all that great. But I caught Marvel Rivals, from launch. So I've gotten pretty good at that. I have fun. I did like the different game modes and all of that. But Marvel Rivals, they're constantly giving people something new. I think in like a month or two, they'll be dropping a new character every month. So that's gonna be dope. And anybody that likes Marvel, you should definitely jump on that. And then Marvel gave them permission to where they can make custom characters for the game, so that's dope. But yeah, it has its sweaty moments, but it's pretty fun. And right now, I think we got like 10 more days. 10 more days, and right now they're doing they still have the zombies mode on there. But after the zombie mode is gone, and now that they've released Rogue and Gambit, they'll be adding X-Men versus Sentinels to the game. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, Marvel Rivals, my game of the year.
Okay. And I will say, Marvel Rivals and What Up Fired.
What's up, Fired?
I will, even though I don't play Marvel Rivals like that, I'll give them credit for, a constant stream of updates that fans seem to enjoy. Like,
They
like kind of like Fortnite.
No,
which, I'm not trying to, I know like people give Fortnite shade, but like Fortnite does give a lot of content to their players.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals does exactly what Power World did, and that is everything that they begged Overwatch creators and all that and developers to do for years. Because they had Overwatch 1, now they have Overwatch 2, and the fans have been begging them for things. They've been begging and saying they want these things. And just like Pokemon, people have been begging Pokemon to do, Pokemon to do these things for their games, and they have not been listening. Power came out and gave people exactly what they wanted from Pokemon. Marvel Rivals came out, and they gave everybody exactly what they've been begging Overwatch developers to do, and then they listen to the fans, and then they're in tune with the pop culture, like memes and stuff like that. They've been incorporating it into the games with the emotes and all that other stuff. So like I like that they actually care about the audience and the consumers that are playing the game. So that makes it really enjoyable. Only issue that people have right now is mainly the matchmaking when it comes to the ranked lobbies and stuff like that. But they're constantly working on that and changing it. And so that's another reason why it's my game of the year.
That's fair. All right.
See, what's up, Ron Coms? My game for this year of 2026 is RE9. Hey, look, I'm right there with you. Vince Arts, I'm going to get your ass. Joe, you ain't on that MK Collector's Edition. Hell no. But my gaming picks from this year, as far as old stuff that I probably wish I played sooner, Final Fantasy 16 was dope as shit. I love that game. As far as new stuff, Mecha Break was a really good one. They got some new stuff coming out, so I'm going to start hopping back in. But that's basically my Marvel Rivals of the year. As far as another new game, what's it called? Oh, so what's up, Jada Goddess?
Hi, baby.
What's it called? Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I love that game. Big Yakuza fan. So it's like a Majima spinoff, but it's like following up on the actual story from Infinite Wealth. Combat was great. Yes, Tori.
Pirate fan too.
I mean, look, if anybody would enjoy that game, it would probably be you, because there's tons of One Piece references in there anyway.
Is
so
it now?
Yeah.
I know.
You know. But nah, that game was dope. Some people probably... There's like this narrative going on right now about how the Yakuza series is falling off, but I still don't see it. I still think the series is going pretty strong, but hey, what do I know? But nah, I still love the hell out of that
I know you're ready for that other game.
Resident Evil 9? Kiwami 3?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
With the one dude.
The new one. Well, because there's a couple of games I'm looking forward to. Stranger Than Heaven, which is the other RGT game.
He looked like a Yakuza guy.
Well, yeah, the one that they showed at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that one. The one it is confirmed, that is made by Nagoshi, who used to be the head of the Yakuza series. Now he's got his new IP. And some people are talking about how they're competing. No, they're not, because it's like you get 2 Christmases. I'm eating just fine. And on top of that, you got Stranger Than Heaven, Yakuza Kiwami 3, and we've got this new game. What's it called? Gang of Dragons. I will be totally cool. And I got Resident Evil 9. I guess I got Prime for it when I actually get the chance to play it, even though some people say it's kind of disappointing. We'll get to that. There was one other one. Can't even think of it right now. But anyway.
So Jada Goss asked if you finished Metroid. You haven't played it yet, right?
I haven't played it yet,
Okay.
But there are some things that I do want to acknowledge during the stream, but we'll get to that.
Okay. All right, so we are going to look forward to 2026 and talk about some things we're looking forward to. and things we're just want to discuss. Some stuff we're kind of concerned about.
Well, tell you what, before we even get to, I might as well just go ahead and knock it out of the way now.
Okay, I was going to pass it to you.
Yeah, here's the interesting thing about Prime 4, because for all the questionable decisions that people have been having issues with, some people love the game but say it's not perfect. Other people hate the game. But the things with like the valley where you're on the bike in the desert and stuff like that, apparently they damn near confirmed that those were leftover ideas from the original development of the game that got canceled. But Nintendo was like, we already spent the money on this, so to restart and just do it from the ground up would just cost too much. So Retro, can you guys work with this somehow? So that's apparently how we got from there too. Another thing that they confirmed as well was part of the reason that the game was made the way it was is because there was a certain subset of people that said, hey, Breath of the Wild was such a good departure for Zelda. Wouldn't it be awesome to get an open world Metroid? And you can see that kind of mentality going into other stuff too, like with Sonic Frontiers, Donkey Kong Bonanza, even though they're not exactly the same, Mario Odyssey, but they kind of shifted those gears to like having much more the Mario Kart game where you had like that sort of free roam mode. So it's like they tried to incorporate a little bit more of that, but it didn't quite work for a Metroidvania style, so they had to tweak it a little bit. But yeah, I still want to play the game, but I acknowledge they probably should have made some changes, and the music is kind of disappointing me right now, but maybe when I hear it in context, it'll be better. I'll keep you posted on that. I will shut up. Dave, you have the floor.
No, we just wanted to talk about 2026 movies and just stuff in general coming out. One of them I'll start with. I'll wait for Tori for this other one, but this one here, the Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Galaxy, the movie, is coming out in April this year, so not far away at all. We've all seen the trailer. Asia, you've seen the trailer like multiple times at this point, because almost every movie you go see, they show the Mario trailer. And I feel like you laugh at the same parts almost every time.
Still working on my demons.
Yeah.
No, I'm really, really hyped for that movie. I'm going to be there for day one when it comes out. I just wasn't disappointed by the last movie, and I'm just super really looking forward to the next one. It's just simple as that. It's like the Sonic movies. I was satisfied with the first one. Mario Brothers movie, I was satisfied with that. Bring me some more. I'm ready for what they're going to give.
Yeah. Joe, you finally saw Mario, the movie.
Yes. Now,
the original.
I did want to see the movie. I just, for one reason or another, didn't yet. It happens to me all the time.
You will be seeing this one. I will make sure you will see it.
I'll be happy to see this one because I liked the first Mario movie, even though I had to watch it on a plane with some very crappy headphones, but the movie still worked.
Was it on a Delta flight?
Yeah.
Wait, they have really good
headphones?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No, they really didn't.
Those ones in the bag, the free ones?
Asia, I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, they think they ain't giving out Beats.
I don't expect them to. They're supposed to be cheap-ass headphones.
Yeah,
and they were.
They're Dollar Tree headphones.
Did you guys get headphones or not to listen to the movie?
Asia, here's what happened. They offered headphones, like, oh, no, don't worry, I brought my own. And then they were crap, so like, okay, yeah, let me get those headphones.
Yeah, I acted too bougie
They
for
were
me.
a step up at best. But it's not, again, it's even with that limitation, the movie was still great. I enjoyed the hell out of it, so I'm ready to see the next one. And I love the Mario Galaxy game. Rosalina is usually my go-to pick if I play Super Mario 3D World Mario Kart. So I'm in there. I'm ready.
I have a question for you, Joe, because I know you've played the games as well. Are you at all surprised that out of all of the different games they could have pulled from, whether it's Sunshine, whether it's even the newest one, Odyssey, or even some of the older classic ones, et cetera, are you surprised at all that they pulled from Galaxy?
Not really. Because when you look at the first one, there's already a mix of different elements anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got the Donkey Kong country characters. You've got some elements of Mario Kart in there, et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to be a mixed mash of like a number of different titles and games and whatever. So it's like, it's cool. Just start with. There's no massive lore or story to really follow with Mario like that anyway. So yeah, this one, it's okay. Just go for it.
Okay. No, I was just curious. Okay, another movie coming out, I think the same weekend, maybe within a week from each other. The Michael movie, just titled Michael, is coming out.
On April 24th?
Is that the same week?
That's
the same
your birthday. We're going to see that.
Oh, I know. We're seeing both. Yeah.
How many times?
It depends how good they are.
Whatever we can afford.
So any number below 6 is the incorrect answer.
For which one?
For Michael.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be good yet. I'm not going to assume it's good.
Any
I'm
number
skeptical
below
about
6.
biopics, Joe.
Asia, for the love of God.
Wait, why do you argue? Wait, hold on. Wait a second, Joe.
Yeah.
You be like James Gunn. I'm not. I know for sure I may not like this, blah, 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 but you're giving a lot of stock for a movie that we have only seen one teaser trailer for, don't you think?
Here's actually what I wanted to talk about on stream since we're here.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, and who knows, I could be wrong, I imagine the movie going one of 2 ways, maybe 3 ways. Best case scenario, we get a good movie, and we just see a kind of watered down history of Michael with some very good performances and of his, imitations of his live performances and his music videos. Nice, simple, and clean. That's the best case scenario. Well, that's like the worst case scenario. The best case scenario, and this is what I really wonder about the movie, is how much of Michael's behind the scenes and just average life are we going to see? Mm-hmm. Because think about this. Michael Jackson's life has been televised and documented since he was a child. Anything that you want to know is probably already out there. You could make 12 hit movies about his life. You can make a movie for like each music video or tour alone. So how deep is the movie going to go? Is it going to talk about like when he first came up with the idea for Billie Jean when he was in a Rolls Royce and somebody had to get him out of his head because he was just bopping to the beat and trying to remember, and somebody told him like, yo, your car is on fire, stop right now or you are going to die? Are they going to acknowledge like his tour dramas and how difficult that is? Are they going to acknowledge how deep the vitiligo got? Are they going to talk about him having lupus? Like, there's so much shit.
Which why they're doing 2 movies.
Exactly. Right. So it's going to cover from his Jackson 5 days to the bad era. And then the next movie, of course, if this movie's successful, it's going to cover like the dangerous era up to his death. Now, the Jackson family estate already not the estate, but his kids, they already said, some things that are kind of troubling of, we didn't agree with this direction, so we're wiping our hands clean of it, we're stepping back, which as big and controversial and as complex as Michael Jackson is, something is inevitably going to be dramatized or off, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as some of the worst MJ biopics. It's not going to be Man of the Mirror with Flex Armstrong, whatever his name was. Yeah, that one.
Talking about pasty face.
It's not going to be like Finding Neverland, which is a pretty accurate retelling of this book that I like from his security guards.
Did Adrian Brody do Michael Jackson or something like that?
I can't remember that name, but yeah, it's not going to be the American Dream where he had the overly dramatized, like falling down the stairs at the Pepsi commercial. It's not going to be the Joe Jackson, Michael, Marlon, who left the towels in the swimming pool? You going to get it? It's not going to be all that, but how deep is it going to go? So that we have to wait and see.
There's a question here. I'm going to paraphrase the question from Damn One Man?
Yeah.
Asking about, do you think they're going to get into any sort of the legal trouble he got into? Do you think that will be touched on in the movies at all?
Not in this one, because the timeline wouldn't match up. Because that stuff didn't start until Dangerous. Like, the first allegation didn't come up until literally while Michael Jackson was on tour. And this was a very coordinated move because they waited for him to be in the middle of the tour. So that's when the pressure is on. Mm-hmm. That's why he settled out of court, because his investors and all the people managing the tour are like, Michael, we know you want to fight this thing, but just pay the money and we'll make back that in one show. We got work to do here, which he later came to regret. And even after Michael died, one of the the child in the accusations, he came through and said, yeah, they told me to say that. But people don't talk about
that's just like what Aaron Carter did, though.
Yep.
Aaron Carter spoke on the same thing, talked about how he had left and then his mom was trying to convince him to speak on it and say, say it, tell him that happened.
Trying to make him lie.
Yeah.
Got it.
And if you guys want some details, like, I highly recommend this YouTube channel called The Detail. Really great, really in-depth breakdowns of Michael Jackson's life and the behind-the-scenes stuff. Really great stuff.
Okay.
I wonder if they'll touch on the Diana Ross stuff.
They have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she started it.
So other movies coming out in 2025, I believe 2026, sorry.
5.
Toy Story 5 is on the way.
Let's go.
What reason? For what reason?
Because, you probably want another Bad Boys before you want another Toy Story, right?
I'd take that.
Didn't you just get one?
Give me another one.
Toy Story 5, I think the concept of this one, Tori, actually is very relevant.
The digital era?
Yeah, toys against the iPad. Because if you've seen any parent in public, it's not kids playing with...
you mean to tell me...
Uh-oh.
You mean to tell me...
What's this hate?
That Woody and them have survived from the VHS era all the way to the iPad era.
That's what the movie's about. The movie's about...
I don't know anybody that has active toys that aren't on a display shelf.
These are toys that have been passed down. Remember, they went to other houses and stuff.
They've been passed down and they still around. They ain't ripped up at all. They ain't missing no little stuff.
Don't you think this is like very, very nitpicky? Like
I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying. I'm like,
sure,
it's just like they're running out of ideas for these toys to be around.
I just told you, but this is a good idea. You don't think that the concept is kind of decent for toys against modern toys? Because in all honesty, kids these days play with tablets more than toys. That's very relevant.
I feel like they could have just brought in new toys and let the old toys just.
But that is the new toy, though. If you are a parent in 2026,
I'm talking about Woody and them. Let them. They could have been gone when the incinerator took them, or when they got sent to Al's toy box.
By the way, y'all, Tori hates Toy Story, the whole franchise.
I don't hate it.
He does. He's like Joe level of hate, by the way.
I don't
like that
hate
level,
it.
just so you know.
I'm just burnt out on it.
You never even liked them.
I saw the first one in theaters.
And didn't like it.
I did like it. I still have the Toy Story game on my own.
Then how can you say
the PS1?
But then how can you say that but then go to Toy Story 2 and say it fell off? Toy Story 2 is just as good.
I didn't say Toy Story 2 fell off. I said that they could have stopped it too.
3 was fire.
They doing too much now. They mean to tell me I got now they gotta. There's no way they should have made it.
Which is so interesting from a One Piece fan because you want 1,000 episodes of One Piece, but Toy Story can't do 5 movies.
So you want how many Toy Story movies will be enough for you?
The only Toy Story movie that wasn't fire was Toy Story 4, and that one a lot of people still like, but that's the only one that's like under the quality. But they went 3 for 3.
All right, I got a question real quick because who owns these toys right now?
Well, I don't know.
Who knows?
In the last one.
As of the last one.
In the last one, it was not, Andy's grown up and everything.
These toys are damn near 37 years old now.
Yes. Wait, you're a collector. You have a bunch of old stuff. This is what you do. Toy Story's your life.
First of all, no.
You keep a lot of old stuff.
I keep then that would make me old boy from the toy barn. But these are getting passed.
You are.
These are toys
as
getting
long
passed.
as it works a little bit, you keeping it.
These are toys getting passed from kid
Honestly,
to
even
kid.
if it don't work, he's still
how many toys do you know that get passed from kid to kid? First of all, they was with Andy for what? 15 plus years. Then they got passed to a kid, and then they got sent. Then they had a daycare. I mean, then they made it to a dumpster. I mean, like, how are these toys surviving?
Well, real talk, the reason why I asked my question is just because from what I could remember of the Toy Story sequels, it really felt like, okay, Andy's going away, he's getting rid of his toys, and then the toys go on some adventure, and then somehow at the end of the movie, they find their way back to Andy anyways.
How do they find their way back?
These movies are way deeper than just that, y'all.
Ain't no GPS system.
These movies are way deeper than just that, y'all. I don't know.
Wait a minute. How are they always in the house? How they know that they way around town?
Here you go.
That's what I want to know.
They
Nobody
explain that.
These
They explain that in the
toys
movies.
that always follow it.
What they explain? They said that they memorized the address. These toys been in the house from the time they got unwrapped. And then you mean to tell me when they get taken away, they automatically know their way back home?
This is such a nitpick. Nobody is watching a movie about toys saying, we're talking about talking toys and you're looking for realism.
You watching the movie about toys saying, oh man, I hope they come out with another one.
Yes, but you're looking for realism in a movie about talking toys. It's already a flaw in that mindset in the beginning.
Real talk, as much as we can get like stupid horror movie spinoffs of like Winnie the Pooh or some shit, Somebody needs to make one of Toy Story about how these demonic ass toys just seem to keep following this owner.
Meat
this
Canyon
owner
did.
throughout
Meat
it.
Canyon did a good one.
Just keep following this owner even as he goes to college, and these toys always come back. That's some scary shit. Dave, I'm surprised you like this franchise.
Oh
bro.
my goodness! All right, another movie coming out. Now this one doesn't have a date. I don't think. Adrian, you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you have the blue in your face. Okay, I don't know what was happening. Suppose the Batman Part 2 or 2 is coming in 2025. I don't think there's a date yet. It's a rumor that's supposed to come out in 2026. So are we hype?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Whole room is nah. Why?
Here's the hype is a strong word.
I'll watch it, but I'm not hyped.
Why aren't y'all hype? I mean,
it's Robert Pattinson. It's not he's a good actor. He's no Ben Affleck.
Here's what I'll say. Just because I haven't seen anything yet, I'm reserving hype. Like, I wasn't hyped to see the first movie, but I enjoyed it. Did it get me hype enough to want to continue in this world? Not really. I've heard Penguin is good. I still haven't seen that, but I've seen a little bit of it, and it looked pretty good. But
it's good.
As far as the sequel for this one, like I said, if I see a trailer and it looks dope, then I'm there. But
sorry, real quick. Damn the Man is asking, you're watching a show with a dude made out of rubber, but you want realism in a movie about toys.
I don't want realism. I'm just tired of it. Like, what could you possibly do now?
I already told you.
It's toys.
It's tablets versus toys now.
These toys should have been in the trash by now. I feel like they should have just came up with some new toys to use. At least, or they start fading away and they consciousness.
I feel like you hate
another idea.
You hating, but every movie has been fire though.
Here's another idea though.
1 through 3 are all okay. Is there another? What Disney franchise can you name that has 3 sequels that is as good as Toy Story? Starting now, go ahead.
I'm trying to think of Disney movies.
Animated movies, period.
Goofy movie could have had a third one.
How can you name a movie that didn't even get a third? We didn't even get there. You can't even get in.
Dave, let me.
I just think this Toy Story hate has gone too far.
Toy Story hate is validated.
No, it's
hold
not.
On. Dave, let me ask you this question in terms of concept. Now, hear me out on this. What if instead of following the exact same toys, you have a Toy Story sequel, but it's with from another kid's collection of toys, but you have you can keep that same concept, but do it in a fresh
with new toys?
Yeah.
They introduced new toys.
Somebody other than Andy, with his own set of toys, with their own memories.
They introduced great new characters.
They introduced new characters, but it's still following Woody and Buzz and all that.
The Toy Story franchise could have, out of all the toys, I feel like they should have introduced more toys and made them the main characters instead of these same ones.
I think you're on an island on your own with that one. These movies are 3 for 3. Show me another.
I'm burnt out on them.
You hating on them?
I'm not hating. I'm just burnt out.
I don't think you have valid reasons to, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Are you going to drag him to the theater to watch Toy Story 4, David?
Yes, actually. Toy Story 5.
This is 5.
Oh, 5.
He said only the first 3 are good, though.
Okay.
What's wrong with 4?
4 is, I'll be honest, 4 is not that great.
Oh, so they should have stopped that, right?
You should stop at 3.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so Batman. So, Tori, give us your reasons on why you're not excited for a Robert Pattinson Batman, because he's a great actor, people say.
He's not a great Batman to me. I'm just saying, I don't see Batman when I look at that.
What do you see? He has the suit.
I see somebody pretending to be Batman.
I don't even like the suit, but
dang. Asia, Batman 2.
I feel like more different toys should be the main characters besides Woody and Buzz.
Okay, but Batman. Asia, Batman 2.
Who's in it?
Robert Pattinson.
And Zoe Kravitz ain't coming back.
I fell asleep on the first one, so I don't think I'd be a great contender for the second one.
Isn't Scarlett Johansson going to be in the second one or something?
Yeah.
That's still not enough to save it.
I feel like I don't like Robert
Pattinson. Bad as hell, though, can't lie. But anyway.
Dang. Now, Tori, what about because Batman Part 1 was when he first became Batman, what if he bulks up in between now and that movie and he actually looks the role of, Ben Affleck?
He could look at it, he still don't feel like Batman, though. Unless he doesn't go through some drastic changes in the way he's Batman, then I don't see it.
It was year 1. I mean, don't give him a chance.
I'm going to watch it, but I ain't going to get my hopes up.
I'll say this.
Remember when he took that bomb to the face and survived?
Or
That was ridiculous.
see, even dumber than that, when he is gliding down in his flying squirrel suit, and he gets the brilliant idea
The parachute
to deploy his parachute between a bridge and a bus, and then has the nerve to get up and wonder, damn, I wonder why that didn't work.
It was year one.
2, but that's beside the point. Now, here's what I'll say. If they show me a better bat suit and or a better Batmobile, you'll get some points in my book. Because
Which Batman? We talking about Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm not really a fan of it. I like that. Literally, like the first movie I ever seen Robert Pattinson in is
Twilight.
Twilight.
I don't hold
And then the
Twilight.
second movie I see him in turns out to be Batman. Like that's where that's the only I haven't seen any of his other work.
He has other movies though.
I mean,
he has a lot of movies.
By that logic, some people wouldn't look past like Heath Ledger being in Brokeback Mountain or Michael Keaton being in Mr. Mom.
Wait, Heath Ledger? Wait, was that
Yeah.
Heath Ledger? No, I'm thinking of.
No, he's right.
Jake
Heath
Gyllenhaal.
Ledger was
No,
not known as like a. I mean, he
No,
had a lot of
teen
movie roles.
I was thinking, Fight Club, but that was
Right.
that was,
Whoever.
that
Brad
was
Pitt?
other dude.
Brad Pitt.
No. He
Oh, the
played-
Hulk.
No, the dude that played Jared Leto.
No.
I was thinking Robert. I was thinking that was Heath Ledger, but that was Jared Leto
Yeah.
that was in. Fight
Okay.
Club.
So we talked about this topic earlier. We'll circle it back here to have the full conversation about Avengers, Doomsday. But also, there's another Marvel movie coming out. I think the Spider-Man movie. Is it titled
Don't
yet?
forget.
Is it titled?
What was it called again?
I don't know. Asia, do you know what the new Spider-Man movie is called?
Don't forget Wonder Man.
Asia?
Wonder Man is coming out too.
Who the fuck is Wonder Man?
Asia?
Hmm?
You good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We were saying something to you. Okay. Yeah. What'd you say, Tori? The
I
what?
said we can't forget about Wonder Man.
Who the fuck is Wonder Man?
Wonder Man
Oh.
is a Marvel hero, and I forgot it's a show or movie, but they have not been promoting him. They're doing him like they did Ironheart, giving little to no support.
Damn, Urban 3D Print says I'm more excited to see the animated Spider-Man than the live action one. Spider-Man New Day. Okay, I guess that's what.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Those two are both coming out this year. I'm actually more hyped for New Day than I am for Endgame, only because, not Endgame, but Doomsday. Only because I feel like we know more about what, has transpired before. I feel like we still don't even know much about Dr. Doom at all.
Not in this
I feel like even in the Marvel movies that have been leading up to it, Tori, I know you disagree. I don't think they've been building up to a Doomsday, and it's partially because they, in a haste, put Robert Downey back and everything, so they couldn't build up. But I feel like for Spider-Man New Day, the last one ended. The last Spider movie ended in such a great way with him on his own, the memory thing, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm hyped for the new.
Did you notice
Spider-Man.
the little things he had to do though?
Who?
Spider-Man.
Little things like what?
Like he was about to go to college, and then because of that wish, he literally had to. Like everything was gone. Like this man, he had to go back and get his GED. Because all of his, because when you show him going back into his apartment at the end of the movie, he dropped his book of stuff and he had a GED book. That means he has to start.
Good eye. I didn't see
Now,
that.
the question though is, were you ever really invested in seeing him go to college, or do you just want to see him be Spider-Man?
You liked the last Spider-Man movie, but you acknowledged that just some of the cameo
I like the
stuff.
second half more.
Okay, fair. Do you have any feelings about New Day?
Not really.
Not really.
I mean,
Okay.
Maybe if I see more,
Mhm.
and then I can pass more of a judgment. But
Okay.
and it's tough for me to get invested just because I haven't been with the MCU every step of the way.
And you haven't seen the other Tom Holland movies, right? Like individual Spider-Man movies.
No, but it's still that I still enjoyed most of that other one. So we'll see. Like I said, if I see some more stuff and it looks great, then I'll probably be there because I like Spider-Man too. I like seeing Spider-Man do Spider-Man stuff. So
Did you like the Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield?
I grew up with the Tobey films, and I'm one of the people that actually.
I remember you
Spider-Man
not
too.
loving that one.
I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that they're perfect. They're a little cartoonish to a cheesy degree, but the Toby films are still pretty good, maybe minus the third one. Amazing Spider-Man 1 was all right. I thought Amazing Spider-Man 2 had some of the best Spider-Man and Spider-Man has ever Spider-Man.
Okay.
So yeah, so like I said, I mean, I grew up with the cartoons and all that stuff.
You know another reason why I'm excited for this Spider-Man movie?
Why's that?
Is because Jackie Chan's stunt team is on this. Jackie Chan and his stunt team have been working on this movie.
Is he in it?
I don't know. They may have a cameo, but him and his stunt team have been doing the choreography for this movie, and they've been the team working this movie. So like, I'm excited for it. So just the fact that he's working in Marvel doing something like that is cool. That's big stuff.
I see. Urban 3D Prince says, question, do y'all think 4D theaters are the future or just a fad? I mean, I still maintain theaters got to do something to get people in seats. So for me, you've got to up the actual theater experience. But hey,
that's what 4D is supposed to be. Because like I've not experienced a 4D theater, by the way. They don't have any 4D theaters in Indianapolis. That's where we live, to my knowledge.
That's where you can do the smells and the movement.
So you've done it. They be like spraying stuff on you and stuff.
I've done that like one time.
Oh, you've actually done it before.
When I went to Universal Studios, they had something there.
Okay.
They had like a 4D little. It was a quick little 3-4 minutes or something like that.
Damn, that's it.
Maybe 5 minutes. It was like a quick little. You know, I'd say at max 10 minutes, but it was like a quick little thing, and they give the little 4D experience. Like you're on a roller coaster, and you're looking at the screen, and you get the mist and all of the shaking and the rocking of the chairs and the smoke. Yeah, you get a little. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool, you know. But then you'd have to if they did make 4D theaters a big thing, then you'd have to go into what movies can they do it with.
It's probably gonna make
what effects can they use?
It's gonna get pricier.
That won't linger after the next movie starts. You know, like how do you keep it fresh?
It'll be tough, but maybe at the end of the day, they just have to start putting out better movies. But then again, you got to compete with streaming. It's gonna be tough, but we'll see.
Damn One Man asked about, have y'all seen Now You See Me, Now You Don't?
So, I've seen the first two. I haven't seen the third one.
David and I recently saw the newest one.
Have you seen, I saw Chainsaw Man 4D in Times Square. It was cool while I wasted my whole popcorn bucket on the ground. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Asia, what was your Now You See Me 3 thoughts, or just overall the franchise now that we're at 3?
I mean, I think that all of the franchises do like their best to like keep the momentum going in each movie. This last one that we saw, there was like a character that was missing throughout of it, but then it was explained, and then at the end that we saw that character come to life again. And I thought that was really cool. But I think those movies do just like a good job of keeping you engaged and like how cool the magic is and everything.
Yeah, I agree. I would say don't go into this. So Tori, you may not like, because the story is not at the forefront. It's not. So it's like you're watching it more for the magic and the entertainment.
I've seen the first two.
Oh, you have? Okay, so you already know. Like the story is just cool with those.
Wait, did they bring back Mark Ruffalo?
I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, no spoilers there.
Yeah. But all 3 of them I thought were good in terms of like just from an entertainment value point. Story-wise is just cool. The second one I didn't like that much. That's one that you've seen, Tori, because I thought the second one didn't have that much magic in it.
I saw the first and second.
Yeah, the second one they didn't have that much magic for me. Like they had like one big scene, but like the other one, this one, the third one actually brings back a bunch of really awesome magic sequences and stuff like that.
They did a lot of sleight of hand and little. They did tricks. They didn't do a lot of magic. They did a lot of tricks in the second one.
Yeah.
So. All right. What's our next topic?
Okay. Next topic here. Looking at other things that are coming in 2026. There's a couple shows and also games and things like that. Do we think GTA 6 is going to release next year?
No.
Because that's the date is 2026, right?
I think it's November as well.
I've been seeing a lot of posts.
Okay.
That it's going to be like 600 and something gigs.
Oh, for sure. For sure. You might need a new hard drive. Not everybody.
And you know what's crazy? That it's going to be that much, and look how much hard drives are now. Well, yeah.
Hard drives, are they expensive now?
I mean the ones you could put in.
Oh, you mean like the fast ones and stuff to run a game like GTA? I could see that. Yeah. Okay, no. Someone says GTA 6 2027. Has it been pushed back to 2027 officially?
No, I think it's still slated for
Okay.
November of this year now. Yeah.
Got it. So the end of this year.
Yeah.
All right.
Which at that point, it better be done.
I better feel like I'm actually in that world of as much delays that they've been doing, because they keep they've been milking 5 for 15 plus years now.
If it doesn't come out this year, just scrap the whole
At one point in
thing.
time, they had a different GTA game every year, back to back. And then now we've been waiting this long, and then they keep adding stuff to GTA 5. When like y'all adding stuff to GTA 5 when y'all could have been working on put this energy in 6. But they trying to get as much money as they can, and they still charging full price for them shark cards and stuff like that.
Okay, what about does anybody care about The Boys' final season 2026?
I'll watch it because you know why? Because the boys are back in town. They got Jared Padalecki. They got Jensen Ackles, and they got what's his name? They put the entire cast of Supernatural.
Is Misha in it?
I think he is going to be in it.
Castiel is going to be in this season.
I think he might have an appearance in it.
Okay.
But they've had Bobby, they've had their father, they've had Sam and Dean. Everybody's in this season.
No, I'm hyped for that just because as a Supernatural fan, I just love seeing Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki together.
Joe, are you boys caught up at all? Okay, got it. Actually, I don't know if Joe would like The Boys because I feel like The Boys' humor can feel a little James Gunn-like at times, but more disgusting.
Right.
As in, like, I mean...
So James Gunn.
Like, okay, because I'm thinking, Asia, do you think Joe would hate The Boys because of that?
Yes.
The humor is very James Gunn-like, but...
It's very James Gunn humor. Joe, you would not enjoy it.
Okay, dang, even Urban 3D Prince
they said that they won't like The Boys.
I've made it this far. I haven't needed to watch The Boys then.
You're going to hate it.
I already missed the bus, so y'all don't need me. It's okay. The Boys is doing fine without me.
I'm thinking
I need to watch that other show.
Gen V?
Yeah, because I think I'm like one season. I forgot what season I'm on. Boy, I got to get caught up. But like I think I'm like the newest season. I got to finish that, and then watch Gen V.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Asia, we saw season 1 of Gen V, and we actually did enjoy it. And for those that don't know, Gen V is the spinoff show of The Boys with other characters who are still in school, right? Season 1 we liked. We didn't care for season 2 like that, honestly.
We actually haven't even finished it.
That's why we haven't finished it. They just didn't really pull us. So honestly, we may just skip it and wait until The Boys' actual season comes out instead of the spinoff. But yeah, I'm just thinking about some scenes from The Boys and Joe watching it and how I almost want you to watch it just so we can hear your thoughts on it.
I feel like I've heard good things about The Boys.
It is good, but there's some scenes that are just really, really just, I mean,
look, I've sat through like every Saw movie. I've got a strong.
But it's like, remember, how you hated that scene when in Suicide Squad where they like shot that dude and they shot his stuff off. Remember?
Or shot him while his dick was out and he was like, brushing his teeth.
Stuff like that happens to The Boys
like that.
A lot.
Yeah, that alone didn't kill the movie for me, but still. Vince Arts, don't get me started on those 2 movies because I got a lot of shit to say.
Oh, let's do it. That was the other 2 on the list.
I feel like MK. I feel like Mortal Kombat might be better than Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat looks fire, Joe. You gotta give Mortal Kombat. I know you hate the franchise.
I'm really excited for the Mortal Kombat.
I feel like Mortal Kombat will have a more serious tone, and Street Fighter be real jokey.
Which
jokey.
Well, both of them are going to have their share of jokes, just to a differing degree. Is it time to talk about it?
Please, yeah. Because we saw the trailer at the Game Awards show, and I thought we liked it.
A teaser.
We saw a teaser. I thought we liked it, but now you have other thoughts, or you saw it again, or?
All right. Well, let me knock out Mortal Kombat because I've already acknowledged it before, but I'll just say this again. I think it's probably going to be better than the first movie, but that's a low bar to set. So I'm not giving it a pass just for that. That's all I got to say on that one. When it comes to Street Fighter, so we saw the teaser. We've already heard like the casting. There were some ones that slipped past my radar and didn't really set in. Like, oh, you really chose this person for this. Interesting. Now, let me clarify. This is not me dismissing it outright. I am voicing concerns based off of what I have seen And what I have heard, that does not mean blind hate. I'm gonna talk to him, Vince. So here's the worst case scenario. The movie's trash. It can happen. Here's the best case scenario. We get like a fun. Here's the middle scenario. We get a fun movie. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it'll be a good time. A popcorn flick, a roller coaster. That's very likely. The best case scenario, we get something on par with like Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, where you're actually telling a story, something that the Mortal Kombat movies have a problem with doing. But from what I'm seeing, it feels like it's kind of a throwback to the Raul Julia, what's his name? The old Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, that old one, yeah.
And that wasn't good. It was so bad it was entertaining, but it wasn't good. It wasn't a real good representation of Street Fighter. We see things in this new movie that are actually a little bit on point. The actor playing Ryu, totally fine. Best casting in the movie. The guy playing Ken, we'll see.
Balrog?
50 Cent? 50 Cent, sure, yeah.
Okay.
You casted a black dude, good job.
Wait, what about the guy playing Dan? Who's a comedian?
The movie will be worth the price of admission alone just to see Andrew Schultz get his ass kicked. However, when you think about Dan Hibiki, yes, he's a joke character and all that, but he's also like a failure to the point that he couldn't afford that suit that he's wearing. So something feels off there, but that's not my main concern. Again, I'm ready to see Andrew Schultz get his ass kicked. When you think about a character like Bison, you saw they casted in that, right? It's the same dude who was like the squirrely dude from The Dark Knight that Harvey Dent was threatening with the coin flip. He was the dude that played Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad. Ringing any bells? Anybody remember?
Yeah, I remember him.
Great actor. He plays villains very well. But they cast him as Bison. And that didn't click for me up until I saw him. I'm like, wait a minute. This is basically Raul Julia 2.0. Think about the character of M. Bison in Street Fighter. He is a character who is obsessed with overwhelming power from like a global influence, a criminal organization, and just physical raw strength and superpowers. And you cast that guy. He does not have that intimidating presence at all.
Maybe they should have picked.
Wait, no. He does.
No.
I've seen him in Asia. He played a serial killer in.
He plays villains.
Yeah.
Look, have you seen M. Bison?
Yeah.
What does M. Bison look like? He's
does.
a friggin' tower.
He's a little
of muscle.
smaller. Yes, he is smaller
Tori,
than.
I'm with you. You know who they should have cast? And this is going to sound so weird coming from me. John Cena. You see it now, can't you?
I'm just surprised you're suggesting it.
Because, look, I'm not a fan of John Cena in comedic roles. I don't like him when he works with James Gunn. But out of The Suicide Squad, my favorite scene from that movie is when he went full villain mode and fought, what's his name? Rick Flag. I liked him in that. I liked him when he was more serious. He could pull off the role. He's got the physicality. He's a big buff white dude. You know, that's not too hard. And he can play villainous. So why not just get him? Granted, I'm sure he's busy with Peacemaker and all that other dumb shit, but somebody even along those lines. Like in his prime, Arnold Schwarzenegger probably could have played Bison, but Cena has
it's the accent that would kill it for me.
I mean, that wasn't as much of a criteria because they got Jean-Claude Van Damme to play American character Guile. Hollywood's got Hollywood.
Joe, I have a question for you real quick. How do you feel overall about the casting? I know there's a few. Do you think
it's very hit or miss?
Okay, so it's not like they got most of them right. It's about 50-50?
Yeah. Like there's even other ones like the actress that plays Cammy, will put aside that I guess she's Thai when Cammy in the game is British. I'm less worried about that. The costume's on point, but it's those weird shots that they show where she's like sitting back and eating a cupcake in a little slow, sexy way like a model, but it's like, that's not Cammy. Because, yes, Cammy has a lot of sex appeal in the Street Fighter games, but she's sexy in the way she looks, but not so much in the things that she does. She's not a seductive character. She's a very fierce and like serious character. She just happens to have an incredible ass. But then you look at her in the movie, and it looks like they're playing up the sex appeal and the attraction, but it's bleeding into the things that she does. She doesn't feel like an assassin to me. Does that strike anybody as weird?
Okay.
And of course, got to address the elephant in the room. Where the fuck is Sagat? Sagat was the final boss in Street Fighter 1.
They were supposed to
He's
bring
like
in-
Ryu's chief rival up until Street Fighter 4.
They're
And even
supposed
they
to bring
maintained a
in-
rivalry, but it was like mutual respect. He was like the original Street Fighter villain.
They were supposed to bring in The Rock.
I'll take it. Whoever. But at the same time, it's like, what kind of story are you actually telling here? And granted, it's just a teaser. We don't know. All we've seen is visuals. The visuals, for the most part, look fine.
They said once you say Rick Flag name again.
Wait, is it Flair or Flag?
It's Flag.
Did I say Flair? I thought I said Flag.
I think it's a Flag too. I don't know.
Look, I'm not the biggest fan of this. Anyway, the point being, I'm really just interested in the story. Now, I know some people are like, oh, fighting game stories aren't that good. Don't nobody play Street Fighter for the story. But there is a story there.
Mhm.
If you're going to have a character like Akuma in there, Akuma is like a dark reflection of Ryu. Ryu has a real story in Street Fighter. He's a guy who's like trying to live under Buddhist principles and maintain control of this inner power that feeds off of your intent to kill in fighting. His whole life is about fighting, but part of fighting is putting your life on the line or risking somebody else's. And he's trying to resist that. But then you have somebody like Akuma, who is incredibly power. He's somebody that's taken that philosophy to the extreme, saying, Ryu, be like me, and you can be as strong as I am, so you can give me a fight to the death, which is what I want. But Ryu was like, no, I'm going to try to walk this path, but I'm not going to be a killer. That's storytelling. I don't think this movie is interested in doing that. It's taking, and I know it's going to obviously sound like this coming from me, it's taking a little bit of that James Gunn approach of, hey, we know Street Fighter. Street Fighter looks goofy, so let's just lean into it. Ain't nothing serious going on here. Look at Guile's hair. Who gives a fuck about story? You know what I'm saying? Anybody see him picking up what I'm putting down here? You see what? And again, just
You don't like his
voicing,
hair?
huh?
You don't like his hair?
At first it looked weird, but then I saw it in slow motion. I was like, it looked fine. But here's something that caught my attention when I went back and slowed down the trailer that got me real concerned. There's a scene, and I'm piecing together what happens. Chun-Li goes to Bison's office, and he's got Vega and some other guards there or whatever. And Bison's sitting down writing something on a desk, and behind him is a big old painting of M. Bison on a horse, just like Raul Julia in the old Street Fighter movie.
I remember that.
And I'm like, we're taking it back to, we don't need to do this. We've seen better. Better can be done. We live in the age of the internet. Just Google search and you can find all of the lore and backstory of these characters. It's already there. I'm worried, but I'm waiting to see an actual trailer with dialogue and some story implications.
Wait.
We'll see. But
You don't think he'd have a picture of himself on a horse in his office?
I feel, okay, look, Bison is a very vain character. It's he's got statues in his lair in Street Fighter V or whatever, but like I said, the way they're doing it does feel like a throwback to the Raul Julia days. So it's a little concerning.
It would be nice that because he passed away before the movie came out.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's personal things with Raul Julia and stuff
I feel
like that.
It'd be nice. It'd be a nice little montage to him.
Yeah, that's cool
Like
and all,
homage to him.
but I ain't worried about that. It's show business, not show friends. You can't make all your decisions based on this personal stuff. If you're going to represent this IP, let's do it right. Bison should be the most intimidating motherfucker in the movie. So, like I said, I'm a little concerned, but we'll wait and see. Worst case scenario, we'll at least have Jason Momoa as Blanka and Andrew Schultz getting his ass kicked, and Ryu looks dope. So we'll see. But I have concerns, but reserving judgment.
Okay.
What's y'all's thoughts?
I liked the trailer, and honestly,
Teaser?
sorry, I liked the teaser, and I'm just chilling until then. I mean, honestly, I will say I do agree with you about some of the casting is hit and miss. It
Yeah.
seems like they really leaned into well-known celebrity casting.
Yeah.
Outside of a few, I don't know if Ryu, the guy that casted him, that seems like they went for the accuracy and,
Oh, yeah.
Martial arts, etc. But for a lot of people, it feels like we went for celebrities here. So,
And some pro wrestlers where I feel like that's a smart move because
Yeah.
you've got a mix of acting and fighting. They've got the physique. It makes sense.
yeah.
But even at the same time, some people are giving the teaser shit because a lot of the casting, it's not accurate to their nationality. Roman Reigns is not Japanese, but then again, Akuma doesn't look Japanese. He looked black, damn near, but still.
See that nose he got?
I see, yeah. Even in Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, which is a movie that I love, it was basically a black dude from the UK that played Akuma as an adult and in his full like demon stuff. And it worked. It was still fine. He did a fantastic job. He could speak Japanese fluently. It worked just fine. And it made sense in the story. Long story short, go watch Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. That movie is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's fire. Yeah. All right, well, that was our last topic. I think we're out of time here. For those that stuck around for 3 hours on our first stream for
Damn, we finished right on time.
Appreciate y'all.
for our first stream for the new year. Appreciate you guys. We'll have clips up from the stream and things like that. You can check out the recap as well on our YouTube channel. But we appreciate everybody for sticking around.
Let us know if you want to see David and Asia get scared playing Resident Evil Requiem.
Oh my
Y'all don't want to
goodness.
see that.
Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank y'all for being here.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
you pulling up. And we will see you next